You know what, Jim? Fuck sick of your shit. Fuck this podcast. Get fucked. What's up?
Get fucked. Oh, that could have been a bit, you know. How far did that tip?
Oh, luckily it didn't break.
What did you hit? Oh, you knocked them over. Shit. Are they empty?
One of them is.
Yeah, the one that fell. It wouldn't have broke, would it?
No,
Wait,
oh,
you
it
don't have
might
carpet
have.
there, do you?
Huh?
You don't have carpet there, do you?
No.
It's literally concrete, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that would have. Oh,
So,
kaboom!
I just want to create a moment there. I want to have a bit, create some toxic fake drama. So with that out of the way,
That almost ended in drama.
What's up?
Like, bro.
Fuck me. Oh shit. Whoo! Nearly gave myself a mini heart attack.
Oh shit.
Anyway, fucking let's get on into it. What's up, Beardies and Beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros Podcast. Something different.
Gonna keep going.
I just want to do something. You know how the intro is always different every week. And I was thinking about it. I was thinking, how do I make it? I was like, how do I commit to have like drama to start off the podcast? I was like, so yeah.
Get fucked.
Fuck this shit. Jim.
One day it might be a real thing.
One day it might be a real thing. One of us has a shit. Well, mostly me will have a shitty day. Like, fuck this shit. Fuck that. Takes a bit to break, Jim, but no.
Fuck this, fuck you.
We're good as always, and
Jim,
Jim knows it. Jim understands it. He gets it. So I could pull any kind of joke or stunt, and he'd just be like, whatever.
Right?
Oh fucking hell! Welcome back.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So welcome back to another week. Our third episode of the season. Third episode of the year.
That's not the same shirt.
No. But speaking of
It's
that,
the real Mario.
speaking of that, we do now have up on the store the Beardy Bros Mario Super Beardy Bros Duo merch shirt and stickers and mug available now up on the Redbubble. So head on over to redbubble.com/PickleTubeTV if you want to check out some of the new merch over there. We've got a bunch of Redbubble Beardy Bros
is one of them.
merch. So yeah, so we've got them plus new designs up there for the podcast. And there'll be plenty more coming through. So keep an eye on that.
Get that a Fickle merch.
Exactly, the Fickle merch. And keep an eye out on the socials as well, as we'll start posting some more of those. So you guys can get your hands on our lovely goods. If you want to get some of our lovely goods.
I just realised fucking Johnny Silverhand just there.
Yeah, so... and have you noticed I'm wearing Johnny
It looked
Silverhand?
familiar. I couldn't see the top of it. I'm like,
Oh,
I was trying to decipher it.
Oh, what the fuck is it called underneath my... But, bloody... Caught under my wheels.
What do you got a wreath?
Caught under my wheels.
But
And remember not to go crazy on my chair like my last chair and break the core in it. So no more me
I mean,
jumping
you
up on
did
my chair.
stand on it on you. I'm on me wee.
Well, one time I did stand on it when I was on me Wii, and there was the other time when
And
I
you jumped
reacted.
on there, I think, at some
I
point.
remember the time when I reacted and I got crazy, carried away, and I literally did an ollie with my chair. I literally was like, ha ha, and I jumped up while sitting on the chair, and I think those
that
moments
definitely
there,
what did it.
caused some problems. Oh, I'm a bit shuddery at the moment. What the frick's going on with my end? I'm a bit shuddery. Lagging a little
A
bit.
bit shuddery.
A
little bit, but it's not too bad.
Drinking some Budrum
Ginger
beer.
Some ginger beer rum.
Spiced with rum. So I'm drinking some of that.
Spice with you mean spice rum? With spice rum? Not
Yes.
Spice with rum?
Ginger beer, spiced and rum.
Spiced and rum.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Oh well, it's I'm lagging a little bit. You can deal with it. It is. We always have technical difficulties.
It's not that we do all this anyway all the time, so.
No, it is one of those things. It's just so weird that it's lagging. It looks like it's lagging. I don't know. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It just looks trippy.
It is what it is.
Someone's high or something.
Someone's high.
It's not that. It's not till looking at it. It's not till next week. But I do want to give a shout out to Wookie. He may pop by. He may not this episode. We do not know. So who knows what happens. He said he might sneak in, but hey, who might sneak in afterwards? We don't know. But want to give it at least give him a shout out now. Most probably next week as well. A big happy birthday to the Wookiee Meister himself. Caught up with him today for his birthday party. It was pretty fun. Nice little birthday pizza party. Felt like I was 6 years old again.
I tried to read that sentence. It gave me a fucking migraine.
Yeah, I didn't put any commas in.
Just when I read it, I'm like, bruh, because it's literally all in one sentence, all in one thing. Nah, but honestly, fucking food. Wait, nah, but honestly, fucking food coma's pizza party than Hungry Jack's for dinner off. Like,
yeah, I know. I realized when after I sent it, because I was just like, I was like, oh, I didn't put any commas in to like break it up. I'm like, fuck. Oh well,
that's why I just left. I was like,
he knows what I get. He knows me well, and that's like when we'll.
I actually was gonna get like a big thing for punctuation.
Yeah, no, I'm bad for it sometimes, but like that's like it. Like I know Wookiee as well, so. Speaking of the story we're getting into, which would have been funny if he was here. But we went and had Pizza Hut, and I'm so gassy.
Pizza Hut.
And then afterwards, we went to the pub around the road, and he got Hero Quest. So I don't know if do you know of Hero Quest? It's a board game.
I do not.
So it's a board game. It's one of the first games that was made by the company behind Warhammer. So it was like a D&D style game. It's a board game, so it's just like D&D basically. But it's one of their early games, and he got one of those for his for a birthday present.
Because when you said you're playing Hero Quest,
yeah,
the first thing that popped into my mind was Adventure Quest.
Hmm?
So I played that back in primary school.
That's funny. But so we went to the pub. We set up on the table. We just pulled out the board. Set up all the pieces and just sat there and had a few drinks while playing it on the table. It's great fucking experience just sitting there at a pub, just fucking playing around.
I see the table. It's got all these little squares, rectangles.
Yeah, you move around on the board and you just go through different rooms, and you have the dungeon master, and your typical just like D&D. You roll. You do your rolls for different roles for like attacks, defense. Something like that. Very simple. But yeah, we did a first scenario, first quest, whatever it would be. And that was pretty good, but that took us about 2 hours. I think it was 2 and a bit hours. We sat there. We were there, we got there early, but it was a big day though. So go from.
It explains why the D&Ds take like 6, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah,
like
these scenarios when you're taking in turns too, like the banter that was going on, it was fucking hilarious. The scenarios we're going through, because like once we started narrating the moments and starting to actually like you have moments where you're playing, you're moving around the board, but when you start actually understanding what's going on in the situations and actually how funny they are. Because, like, you go in,
especially when the dungeon master says something, you're like, huh, you got to think on the fly.
Well, it's that, but, like, it's exactly because, like, you go in, it's like, okay, you go in, you want to search the door. It's the usual thing, you want to check the door for traps or open the door. You go into the room, then there's there's enemies. And it's like, how you want to do it. And it's just like, when you're playing it, like, there's one aspect to it. You go, okay, it's just move, step, move in, attack, move back. It's basic. But then when you start understand, like, breaking down those moments and how funny things are, it's actually, if you can visualize it in your brain, like, it's actually funny moments, because there was like one moment where I went down to we're playing in the thing, I went down the hallway to a room, opened the door, and there's like of course an enemy inside, and it's just like, okay, and then Al had her turn, she come down the hallway and like stopped by me. So all you can imagine is I'm in a hallway, I'm looking into a doorway. Imagine just being this is from someone's perspective, you see me slice, make an attack, and then just leg it down the other way of the hallway and run around the corner. So how would you imagine if you're there and you see me slice and all you hear is this slice, and then me just leg it and run around the corner? Right. What would your reaction be? You'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. And that's basically what her turn was. Her turn next was run back. So she runs back the other way of the hallway and then runs up the other corner, passes Wookiee.
So there was no curiosity option?
No, like, it was just like, no, it's like, fuck this. Like, clearly I've tacked something. I'm not going to inspect what's going on for any other danger. I'm legging it back. While legging it back, chucks the corner, passes Wookiee, and the Wookiee's like, huh? What's down here? Moseys on down to the room, goes into the room, is like, okay then, nothing is here. Turns around, monster comes back down, or doesn't, well, not really that. It's like, room's empty, thinking I'm in there, turns around, sees me run past the door screaming, and then having a goblin chase me through the hallway. And it's like, what the fuck? And then they have an ogre, like, or an orc stop at the door. It's just like, bruh. It's like those scenarios, like when you're playing on a board, it's like kind of funny, but when you actually think about it and visualize, it's like, that's just fucking chaotic. It's like, this is just dumb nonsense. And then, like, you know, fighting, and there was another moment as well when we entered a room and there was like a skeletal mummy came out. And he's all like, you know, in the play, he comes out into the room and we're just standing there. That's, you know, the basic play. You know, we take tacks, we're missing. But when you actually think about it again, when you play it, okay, skeleton comes out, he's flailing around like, and then I go to attack, miss. And then the next person goes for their attack, they miss. And then the next person goes for their attack, and they miss. Basically, because the skeleton there is flailing around, everyone's trying to attack this thing, and everyone's missing it. Like, and then the wizard enters the room, which was one of the other mates, one of Wookiee's mates. The wizard, he comes into the room and just goes bonk with his wizard staff, and then does 1 damage to it. Like, they're the moments that you, like, once you start breaking it down and thinking it, they're actually funny moments when you visualize it.
That's what I thought was good about that Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah, and they kind of captured
because they had them elements in there, like
like they literally took those aspects of the game, like turn-based combat, but then
because they did have to roll sometimes, like it's either this or this, and they're like,
they're like, who's gonna do this? Who wants to do what? And like that joke with the skeleton, he was asking him questions, and like you can only ask him 3 questions. And he's like, oh, okay, back to that's it, like, done.
I think that was one of the funniest parts of the movie. Just that dude, like, kept asking questions by accident.
Yeah, and there's like the chances of doing actions where there's a chance that it could go bad, and moments, and like that's cool how that shot, like that movie captured on that. And if they do the second one, hopefully they have more of those moments.
I hope they do, because if they can do it, I don't think it can be better, but if they do it as good,
just as good. Don't need to beat it, just be as good as it.
Just make it what that one was. Just
that's like
that's
like, to me, that's why that was one of my favorite movies of last year.
That's why, like, this is a credit to Peter Jackson. He did Lord of the Rings all in one go. Like, he made all their movies back to back.
And even that had moments like that too. Like, Lord of the Rings had those feels as well. Like, that was good about that. It's like they had those funny moments where
not about rolling, but like consequences.
No, but consequences. Like they had actions where some actions were stupid. There was consequence from that, or some actions led to something. And that's what I liked about Lord of the Rings. Like anything that has like that mystery adventure, fantasy adventure, should I say? Has those elements,
but nothing seems like Lord of the Rings. Like
Lord of the Rings, like
nothing is as good.
Like The Hobbit, where they had that random moment and they end up in the barrels and they're floating down the stream in the barrels. Like, it's like quirky. It was so random. Like, I feel like that's a role.
I also don't get how the fuck they got there.
That's what I mean.
Because
like,
all of a sudden
they're just running off, and
they're in the thing, and all of a sudden they're just floating down things. Like, they're like, get in the barrels. I'm like, but what?
Yeah, like they ran to it and then they're there, and they're like, okay, we're gonna get in the barrels to escape. Like, it was just so nonsensical. Like, and that's what,
I mean, The Hobbit was pretty trash, but it was still good for what he had to work with.
It was hard, but that's why I thought this game was fun. Like, it was funny as like we could just get immersed with it and just do different things where you just like, once you start breaking it down and looking at it and just thinking those moments where, you know, like I said, just running through the halls and just picturing someone running down a hallway, disappearing, and being like, where are they gone? And then attacking someone and just being like, oh, there's someone here. Like, it's just great.
Well, that's what I found with that fucking Midnight Suns. It's all random.
And that's exactly it. Like, I was going to ask you, like...
It's all about cards, like...
That's like I was going to say, because it's turn-based with cards. So you turn-based and you have your abilities and stuff like that, and you use your attacks or kind of moves with cards, basically, was it? Like,
Yeah, like you've got your quick attacks, your slashes, your knockbacks.
But all based on what you pull. It all based on your play, which is all random.
Because you only get three... You get 3 cards per turn.
And then it's your choice.
So you can use any 3 cards per turn.
That's not bad.
Some are free, like some have a free thing, so you get an extra one, or
extra play.
You can get a card refunded when you use it, so you get.
So it's like energy. It's like you have X amount of energy, and then sometimes you have free energy. Basically, it's what it works.
Yeah, free energy, or you like I can use a card, and then it'll say at the end of the play, say card refunded, so you get that. You can pick another card,
for the next hand, or you get exchanged.
No, that same hand, like you'll say card refunded, and it gives you a 4th move.
Yeah, you get another extra bonus out of it.
Which is pretty fucking cool. And some are like you have to defeat a certain enemy within a certain amount of turns, and
to make the
challenges. So I was like, I didn't think I'd like it, but I need more.
Yeah, that's alright.
It's just so good. Like
It's the
I
right
don't-
balance
'cause-
of not overbearing card game,
Mm.
but not also, I'm guessing, not so overbearing like turn based. Like it's nice balance of it all. How it all plays it all out. I'm
Yeah.
guessing like it's yeah.
Yeah, because you get your you get your 3 cards a turn. You get 1 move, so you can move
Yep.
a character anywhere on the field.
Yep.
Just one of them. There are cards where you get an extra move, which I've
It's-
just unlocked that.
Is the move radius pretty large, or is it like a limited like step distance, or you can move kind of anywhere?
I think it's a limited distance, like per
Yeah.
character.
Yep.
Like Blade can go a fair way around the field.
Because I
Stuff
said
like
most
that.
games like that Mario Rabbids game's a bit like that. So every turn you have each character
That
has
game was good.
because
Mario Rabbids.
I've got both the first one and the second one. The second one feels a little bit more
Yeah.
free flowing. They've made it a bit more lax on the movement, so you're not so because in the first game you were like limited to a certain
I mean, you
distance.
are still required to hide and stuff because
yeah.
you can die pretty easily.
Because have you played the second one or no?
Yeah, that's the Sparks of Hope, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, you played that one, yeah.
I've got it. I played
Yes.
like the first level or 2, but I haven't gone back
Because I
yet.
noticed with that, like with the first one, the first game, you were limited with how far you could actually move. Like you could move kind of like anywhere, but in a certain distance. Now with the second
Rabbids
one,
on everything or just
no,
Switch?
just Switch. Because I know with the second one,
I mean,
you've
it
got
makes
more
sense with
range.
Mario.
Like with the second one, like you're more set with like here's a defined area this time, and you can move anywhere within that. You're not limited by your distance now.
Oh, you are still limited, like certain
It's-
ranges. I'm still sure.
it's
Like
no,
you
it's
can't
more
go
free.
from one side to the other, can you?
Yeah. There are areas where you can run.
Oh.
Before I used to have to move
I haven't
one
got that
character
far, so
to move, and then I would have to bounce on another character if there's like a gap area. Like I couldn't in the first game, you couldn't run around certain arch areas because like it was so far of a distance. Because you could only move, say, one character like Mario, he could move like a distance of like 7 squares, kind of thing. And then this game, there's no
I like
squares anymore.
chess.
Yeah, like, and that's it, because you could move, and then you could do your attack, or you could defend. So you could get to a point, you could then choose to attack who was in anywhere nearby, or prepare yourself with an ability, or use a perk, so you could use, if you were near someone else, you could heal them. I know with this new one, you can kind of be like, okay, here's a zone you're allowed to move in, and you can just move, so you can freely run around.
I'm pretty sure you can move, attack, and then move back behind something. Can't you? Like you can attack and then move.
I think there kind of is that. No, there isn't. There's still no attack and then move. You can only move and then attack.
Or is it that you can attack over stuff with certain weapons?
Yeah, you can attack
Because I
over.
think because I was shooting a rocket over a barricade, so I'm like,
yeah, you can do that.
I
But
haven't
like I
played
said,
the game in a
it's
while,
so
so
much
I'm
more nicer that it's
bit
got a free flowing
phasey on it.
arena now. So I can, if I wanted to, get my character, run him around freely, and run around. Like I've done it where like there's a character, and you can like run past him and like loop around them, and like haha, just for shits and gigs, like almost, and then kind of like hide somewhere because you're not so consequently like bounded in steps now. Like if you were to run through, you can run through them.
They've improved it with the second one.
Yeah, like giving you
The
a bit
first
more
one was very limiting.
very tight
with
base.
the
Yeah, no,
actions.
I liked it, but it felt kind of withdrawn because some characters can only move 3 steps. But then some characters had extra jump or extra bounce, but this time I like that you can freely move.
Have you played XCOM? Because that's
Yeah, a bit similar too. And they have, well, I was going to say, because with XCOM as well, there's another one where you have set abilities. So you got a character that can move, because I think XCOM, from what I remember, you could kind of move freely, but then each character had different abilities where you had one was like a pistol attack, another one had like maybe an assault rifle, and then you could do like different like ability like defenses, like take cover.
Because I found that was recently on special for $4. The second one, I'm like,
Yeah?
bro, and I didn't buy it. Now it's back to 70.
You see, I got it on a bloody Xbox, so
Yeah.
the old.
Well, I
XCOM
never
classified.
thought I'd ever enjoy anything like that.
There's a few different XCOMs though. That's the thing though. There is a few different ones from what I remember.
Yeah, just the first and the second one are the best ones, I think, or the second one in particular.
Because then there's classified as well, which is a different
Oh yeah,
one also.
is that
That's
like
what I've got.
in between 1 and 2? Isn't it? It was
Something
made in
like that.
between.
Mm.
Because 2's on last
The
gen.
Bureau, XCOM the Bureau, it's definitely a lot different to like the normal XCOM games. I know they've
Oh, still
made
the same mechanics, but just different.
Yeah, I know the
feel.
mechanic because I think there was some moments it's supposed to be in the game that it is a more free roaming, like you can walk around and explore, and then you get stuck in the combat where
that's
XCOM
weird.
games you're like it's just turn based combat, so it's like combat,
Yo, this
combat.
is what
cutscene,
Marvel
combat,
is,
combat.
Midnight Suns. You can run around like the Abbey and the grounds,
Yep.
but then you jump to missions and you're in the combat.
Yeah, and that's what XCOM the Bureau is, from what I remember. You could like run around, do stuff, and then it like cuts to like the combat when you're actually in combat. So it's like almost like a
And
Final
it like
Fantasy
sets
style.
up a little field and you just
Yeah,
sets all
and
your
you're limited,
characters.
yeah.
And it sits there and enemies in. Yeah.
Mm.
Like
That's why
I have an appreciation for these games now.
But like the
after
fact
this.
that Midnight Suns adds card play into it, it changes up again.
I think that makes it even more unpredictable.
Yeah,
Because
it's
with
not,
the turn-based, you're literally you can predict what you're gonna do.
yeah, because you got your set
With
moves.
the cards,
Like, that character Steve over there has literally, like, primary pistol, secondary grenade. Like, it's always going to be, okay, grenade's been used, you've got to wait for 2 turns. Pistol, you can use it around kind of thing. But then, like with the Midnight Suns, you could be going in and you have Wolverine. He's got a quick attack. He's got a flurry. He's got a dodge. And then next hand, he could have 2 quick attacks. So you go quick attack, like, I'm guessing, like, that's what I'm taking from it. Like, from
I got fucked one hand. I had nothing I could use.
Mm.
I had no redraws. I had no. I was like, end my turn because I got nothing.
There's literally moments where you have to do that. You literally have to end your turn, and that's cool because it changes it up. Where you, like other games, you always get a turn to turn. Like,
I mean, I said I reckon you will like Midnight Suns. Like you've definitely got to think about it, but like it's not.
I might
like
look
an
at getting
XCOM.
it. Yeah, well, I might look at getting it for the PS5. So.
I mean, it is like XCOM because it's all the same
base
thing,
but then
the
actual battle mechanics.
It's different. More forgiving because with Midnight Suns, I can revive free of charge. Like someone gets KO'd, cool. I can just revive without using the card.
But does that take up a turn? Reviving though, it's just any time you can just revive basically.
If all your heroes don't go down in one turn, you can keep going.
So basically, it almost is a revive within a turn. So if you miss up a turn. Like a play, should I say?
Oh no, you can keep a guy down the whole game if you wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. Though, if you fuck up the play and you're like, oh, I'll wait maybe strategically so they're taking me, and you don't do it right, heal someone at the right time, or leave them dead, then you could get everyone else killed in those turns because you fuck up the process. Yeah, it's all about playing strategy.
And there are time missions as well. Like, there's these trucks with artifacts on the back, and you got to like. Defeat the guy in front of it with a big shield who's guarding it within a certain amount of turns.
Oh, like take him down.
Just drives off and you fail and stuff like that. You have to kill like 16 in 4 turns or something. 16 creatures.
So get enough and you could get a shit hand and
like,
do it.
Yeah, like I did. I had a free revive. I didn't use it, and then I lost by 1 death. I got 15 out of 16 kills. I was raging because I'm like
right there.
I was pissed. It was an important chapter in the story, and it was like, if I do this, I get a new power.
Oh, and
I failed it by 1 damn kill because my dog was KO'd, and I could have used their attack to kill one.
But you didn't bother. You didn't revive them. So
well, I thought it used my card because I only had 1 turn left.
So it was basically when you were first at learning the revive system, basically.
Not learning, but like I thought I knew it.
Yeah, like I said, you're understanding it still. And you thought it might have taken up a turn, which
20 hours in and still trying to figure it out. Like it's fucked. Because I don't pay attention. I just click it and it's like, did that use it? Oh, I didn't.
Impulse.
I didn't correlate the thing. I was like, did that use a card? I don't remember. So I just.
Well, it's like
now I know. Yeah. Revives are free.
Yep, that's cool.
If you can get them.
Yep.
So now I know.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's nice.
That's funny.
Literally could have fucking won that challenge, but I didn't. I was pissed. I'm still pissed. Because you're gonna do that challenge once.
Yeah.
Per night. And it's like, you son of a bitch.
Fucked.
Not fucked. It's just.
Fuck,
hey, you gotta know how to play.
Well, I was gonna say, it's like I was thinking because I was watching a few clips lately, and it reminded me of some moments for me with games, but. Those moments when you have a inconvenient save or an inconvenient checkpoint.
Yeah, like an autosave or a
I was watching the video. It popped up. I think it was on YouTube or TikTok, either one. And there was a dude. He was playing Skyrim, and as he was crossing a bridge, like a checkpoint bridge, he was being chased. And the guy was coming for it did a save, an auto save. And it literally is auto save, and then he was stuck into save every time it was like hit, and then he died, respawn, and then hit, and he just stuck in this loop over and watching it from so many different angles of just like load, swing, and he's just dying. And like I know I've had those moments in games, and that's
where you got to load a previous one.
Torturous.
Just hope it's not so far back.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Like
that's why autosaves are bad, but they're usually good. But like stuff like that is when you're gonna get killed. It's fucked because. Some games, you don't have a manual save,
Mm.
and it's just the one autosave, just overwrites.
Especially
So
when
you
they're
just literally.
missions and stuff too. Like they're in the middle of missions, and it's worse because you're like,
But thankfully, if you know what's gonna happen, you can like duck it, dodge it, if you're lucky enough.
yeah. I remember having
Could
that
he
one.
have could he have dodged it though? Like, or was it just
No,
literally as
it's
about to hit him?
literally as it's mid action. Like
Wow,
it's fucking the load
that's so
save. So every time it
unlucky.
loads, the attack's coming in as the game loads. It loads.
I can't even
Attack,
step
bang.
back, forward,
Nah.
nothing.
Couldn't do nothing.
Wow.
I'm like, they are dirty. Like I've had some of those moments, and it's fucking. I was like, it brought back like some gaming PTSD. I was like, nah, bro.
Especially in the older stuff. Fuck me.
Yeah, because there was a lot of those, and you had those moments like when there was no other.
PS1 usually
Sometimes-
like some of them games.
Sometimes you had to sacrifice and restart the mission. You could be halfway through the mission, towards the end of the mission. There was no other
Yeah, that's the thing.
checkpoints.
He can just die and restart the checkpoint. Like
Yeah, like find an actual better, proper difference, like earlier save or something.
probably the same, but also kill him before you get to the bridge.
But yeah, it was basically it's basically just free roam. So he was stuck. So I think he had to go back like X amount of hours. I think it was like an hour or so of play because that's where the
It's not
last
too
actual
bad.
save. But it's just like
Especially in Skyrim, an hour is not bad.
all the loot you find along the way you've lost or anything else you might have done. Like, and those moments can change moments drastically because I remember having that.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and we've talked about Skyrim before with how uncontrolling narrative it is. I've had that before where I played the game.
That's where I got bored.
The narrative, I didn't like the narrative where it was. Reloaded my checkpoint, and the whole scenario was completely different. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Because I remember going through the village.
I think
being a
Oblivion
dick.
does that best. Like
That's right, because I remember loading up, going through the village, and I've said this story before, loading up the game, going through the village, just being a dick fucking around for fun, fucking everything up or just trying to steal shit, didn't work out, so I reload the save, go back through that village again, and it was a different role narrative, and completely different shit was going on. The village was being raided, and I walked into the village in the middle of it being raided. I'm like, this didn't happen in my literal playthrough. This wasn't being activated. I've gone back and reloaded the checkpoint, and a different key scenario had been triggered. Like, the fact that can happen.
it's just one of the
in
random
games.
events that happen.
Yeah,
and you
it just
happened to be there.
rekeyed rolled, and it loaded a new event. And I was like, fuck, this is crazy. Like, I'm not expecting that because literally when I went through, it was quiet, it was peaceful. At the exact same pace and time, like nothing was different. Like, it's just I reloaded that checkpoint and continued on my way again, just so I didn't kill anyone.
To be fair, Bethesda games are all that.
Yeah, they're always random.
They give you shitty autosaves.
Shitty autosaves, but
You
things are random.
you enter a door, and if there's a turret there, you're fucked.
Like, that's it. Like, the games would be like that, where it's like, because some stuff's that randomly generated almost in the
Like in
saves.
Fallout, you enter a door and there's a enemy like a Mylurk or there's a turret
Yeah.
and it's like bang dead.
And then you
You're
go,
literally
okay.
autosave right there.
Yeah, or that's what I was saying, or you'll get it, and this is how fucked the games can be sometimes. Is you'd be like, run through an area, okay, I know where the turrets are, this is where this boss spawns, or this is where this enemy spawns. Okay, sweet. Reload checkpoint, start again, and nothing's there. It's completely changed. The boss, the mob that you thought was there, you're going to take it. Like, oh yeah, I'm ready to take it now. I know what it
On
is.
the other side,
it's going
or
to jump
it's
scare
further
me.
back,
It's not
or-
there. It's like, what? I'm still pacing through the mission the exact same timing. Nothing's different, but things aren't there. Like, and it fucks with you. Like, you don't know. You can't perfect the motion because it changes.
Oh, fuck no.
Like, it's different.
I mean, you can do a point, but you can't do everything.
Because it's not always happen, but it happens. It happens in Fallout, it happens in Skyrim, like Elder Scrolls.
It's mainly Bethesda games.
It's just crazy that they've got that in their game. So not every... They try to make basically every playthrough different and unique almost, but... You know...
You have to start a new playthrough, just load just
Like, I've
game.
seen that with Starfield as well. Like I watched someone play it where because you know how that when you do that first bit of the mission and then to throw you into combat training that ship lands, the pirates land, and then they you got to fight them off to defend them.
Oh yeah.
And then you talk to our mate and he's like, oh, we want you to come with us and come meet to the to watch it. And then you
that
leave
fucking big buff dude.
Yeah, you see him at start.
The dude in the office.
And he's like, tell you to come
Is
with
it
me, and then no, he gives you the plane, the spaceship. He's the other bloke that gives you the spaceship, and he's like, here, you come this, and then take that and go to the colony or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah, that's the dude with the ponytail, isn't it?
Can't remember now.
The constellation? No, because that's where you.
But yeah, you see him when you're like on Mars. You're on Mars or something after you do that mining thing, and you had the vision flash, and he knows you've had the vision flash, and then you go to that. Yeah. You remember you do the weapons
I
training.
the other guy who does the exact same thing.
But you see him, and you talk to that lady, and she's like, come up to the top deck, and then you come outside, and then you're like, oh, the planet. Like that's them doing the big reveal of like you coming out of like the mine, and then you're and there's that whole thing, and then the pirates come in.
Yeah, but did you burn the bodies?
And that's what I was gonna say. Like I watched one person because they played it, they knew that was coming. They got prepared. It was funny as like they as soon as they walked out, they grabbed all the explosives, pushed them towards the spawn, got all ready, and then activated. So when it came in, they just shot one shot and just blew everything up. I was like, that's hilarious because they knew it was coming. Because it comes in that same spot, and they pre-set up in quick timing succession to then activate it, and then it was just easy played. Comes in, they just shoot it, everything blows up, everyone catches on fire, everyone dies. They're like, yep, sweet, done. Like,
I remember nothing of that game.
yeah. Like, this is funny. I find in games where there's just funny moments. And the only other game that has those kind of moments as well is Red Dead. Red Dead has those moments where you can, like, have those...
I have a funny moment to show you after the podcast.
Funny moments. Because another one I love at the moment that I love watching, which a few people do them, is in Red Dead 2, where people set up, like, moments before cutscenes play. Have you ever watched those where someone, like, Molotovs or dynamites an area and then goes into the cutscene?
Yeah,
people are on fire or... Yeah, people are on fire or dying, and like, and this is every character. Like, it's crazy. Like,
in Red Dead 2, like, there's some weird things happening in that game when you like set a fucking bit of dynamite or a Molotov, like an animal goes past on fire or a person.
Yeah,
or...
you see him. Like, there's so many moments. Like, there's one. I watched this clip where
it's not pre-rendered cutscenes. It's all live action cutscenes, not live action, but like it's all real time.
Because the one I watched, there's been a couple of different ones, but one of the funny ones was
pre-rendered.
It's part of the because they're all cutscenes, part of missions. But it's at the train station where you get to see the lady, and because she tells you to meet, she leaves like you got to meet her at the train station. And the clip was he's at the train station, yeah, and she's at the corner. You got to see her in the corner. And what the dude did was he chucked dynamite in, and it blew up. And then as it blows up, he activated the cutscene. You see her dive out the window just before it starts, and then it cuts back when the cutscene plays. She's missing an arm. She's missing an arm. She's got third-degree burns all over her body, like no hair, completely burnt, but the clothes are fine. And then she's talking to you, and she's like, "Here, gives you like this other letter or stuff." And then and then the boy
I need your help, like
yeah, it's just like this, and then says that, and it's like, "Okay, I'm leaving now, goodbye." But like, she's missing an arm, she's third-degree burns. She's like, "Yeah, and then it's like that's it." And you see people.
Next time you see her, she's fine. Like,
yeah, it's just hilarious. Like, and then there was another one where there's like you're in the.
I think that's a mod though, because you can't do nothing to her in the base.
No,
game.
That's exactly it. That's what I'm saying. You can't do anything. It's because these are every character model can be damaged or affected. So that's why when the cutscenes play, you're triggering it like it's blowing up as the cutscene plays. So she's taking the damage when it loads to flick. So everything's being flicked over. Like she can't die because she's part of the thing. But like there's even other moments where there's like the that mansion you guys end up setting up in later on in the mission, and you go in there and there's like the two guys come in, the two blokes. Swamp. Yeah, and you're in there, and he goes to look at the picture frame, and the two blokes walk in. He's like, "Hey, mister, what are you doing here?" kind of thing. It's like he chucks a Molotov before he starts it, and it burns the doorway, and then he triggers the cutscenes. And then those guys walk through. They catch on fire because the Molotov is there burning. So they walk through it, and as they're talking to you, you watch them catch a light as they're talking to you, and you hear them
chatting.
And it's funny, they're having a conversation, and you hear slightly in the background because it's both audio playing. You hear the and he's still like, "Howdy, mister, what are you doing here?" Like, and it's like, but both audios are playing, and they're slowly going from looking normal to third-degree burns, and it's fucking hilarious. And when the cutscene ends, because you got to shoot them, they collapse straight after, or they're just frozen dead.
Oh, they're already dead. Like,
yeah, they're caught on fire. So then sometimes they'll come back. They're already dead. Even standing there in a freeze pose, you hear them going, like they're screaming in pain. But because they're dead, it didn't know how to act because of both things playing. Because it's live cutscenes. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
It's fucking real time cutscenes, which are the best. Like, I think God of War has them as well.
Like, I would love to see those moments where people are glitching those moments. Like, because we've seen that in Assassin's Creed. And some of the goofy shit that always happened with Assassin's Creed was always people walking into the moments. Like, you ever remember when you go into some of the buildings?
You'll cut off the camera or be behind the character.
Yeah, like you go into a room though. Sometimes you'll have moments where you walk into a room.
Far Cry though.
And you're talking to the guy, and then random civilians appear in the room and start walking between you in this room that no one else was in except for you and this character. And then random characters just loaded in, and then they're walking in the room. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, get out of my screen! Like, it's funny as like, I don't know. It's just games have
only Ubisoft games do that though.
Yeah, especially now with all their real time cutscenes. Like, it's such a crack up. Like, it does make it funny. It changes.
I get Red Dead, but I've never once even tried to do any of that.
Yeah, see, Red Dead's like literally pushing the game's mechanics because it's not.
Because I just embrace the cutscene. I just go straight to the cutscene. I don't set nothing up. I don't think about it.
Yeah, like there's so many things.
I'm already like, I'm so invested in that. I just keep going. Like,
yeah. But people just quickly throw things or do something just beforehand, just so you can see it.
I think I've shot someone once by accident because I was like just fucking around and a cutscene started.
Yeah,
and
the gun goes off.
Hole
yeah, the gun goes off like you shot him beforehand.
Like he's got a bullet hole. I'm like, sorry, Dutch, or something.
And that's it. If you know the boundary of where the cutscene's activated, you can do things where you can shoot or throw things just as you activate it, which then leaves that. And that would be funny to blow Dutch up or fucking burn him or something.
I think that's about all I've done. Just shot someone by accident.
It's like, wait, why that?
I think also riding the horse, I've done stuff where the horse just goes yeet.
Yeah,
I'm like, my horse.
Horses definitely do that. That's 100%.
The horses just vanish. It's like they just either fly away or they go into the ground.
The first game was worse. Well, it kind of was worse for it, but was hilariously for it. Like, remember the wagons used to fly and like the horse would just glitch out and so many moments.
I'm happy the remaster fixed that, or did the port, I should say,
cleaned it up. But like that's fucking.
I can't believe they didn't remake that. Like that needed a.
Like
they needed a remaster. Like it didn't just need a port from PS3 to PS4.
Give us those new models. Like we see basically, some of those models in.
Give us a Red Dead 2 visuals.
Like you had the model, like there wasn't that age gap between
the whole game in Red Dead 2.
Yeah, like I said, you had the models there. You could literally grab that Dutch from Red Dead 2 and put him in Red Dead 1. It's literally only like a year gap. It's only a couple of years gap. Like there's not much.
Oh yeah.
They're not going to age anymore. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't until the end, like after you finished Red Dead 1, that after Marston died, that everyone else had gotten older. So then that would be the only time when the models changed. But everything else was set like within a year or 2 years after.
It's like a year or two difference. Like it's not that long.
Like, and you could literally use all those old models.
Dutch did change. If you play the first one now, he's way different.
Yeah, like that model they built in Red Dead 1.
He's got like a goatee and
like they could just change him and give him that model.
Or a moustache or something. I think he's got.
It's like, how do you change?
Like he looks so weird.
He looks same but weirdly different, and that's the crazy part. It's like it's only set within a year difference. He wouldn't have changed his look that much. Like he would have.
No, because they weren't going to do the second game. Like, otherwise they would have started there. Like,
so I'm surprised they didn't go back, take those models they had.
Because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a one and done game. Like, just make that game and that was it.
Yeah.
But then we got a whole prequel to tell now. Like,
and just went crazy with it. So.
And there is a Red Dead 3 coming, so I'm hoping we get young Dutch and the young Van der Linde gang.
That would be cool if we get a prequel again and we actually see that perspective of seeing... And then
like a young John, a young Arthur and shit.
Like see it transition into, from the perspective of even like,
Well, or even, see it from... We get to see what happened in Blackwater. Like, we didn't get any of that yet.
Like, let us see that narrative. Even if it's a different member of the gang.
Until Red Dead 2,
Like, even if it's a different member of the gang that brought Arthur in or something, maybe have that
Dutch
even
brought him in.
Or,
Dutch brought everyone there, really.
It's...
Well, Micah only joined for that game. Like, he wasn't there long. Micah wasn't there long. So, we get to where he picks up Micah. Then you play the second Red Dead 2. Like,
I mean, it would be kind of cool because Dutch wouldn't have always been at the end. He wasn't necessarily a bad guy. He made
decisions. That's got brain damage. That's why he went a bit.
So it'd be cool to kind of see
from that fucking train that tipped.
The way he was beforehand, like what his actual narrative was. It'd be nice to see his story, so you get the different perspective and you kind of feel. Because they try to make you almost feel for him, but also be against him at the same time. So it'd be kind of cool if they did see his prequel to see how he was, and then you might feel bad for him almost, but then you'd understand why he's always so arrogantly got a plan.
Same as John, Arthur, fucking whoever else is back then.
I wouldn't mad because they make him as the bad guy, but I wouldn't be mad playing because technically in GTA you play as the villains almost as such. You're not heroes. You realistically aren't heroes. You're criminals.
They are villains, but they are heroes.
Like that's exactly it. It's the redemption at the end. Like that's, So it'd be kind of cool.
They do help like the police and the FBI and because they're literally in that industry. Like,
well, in GTA they're basically blackmailed into helping them. So
kept out of jail. So
Actually, that's another one that was funny. Actually, I remember that now. There's one in GTA. So you know when you're as Michael, you always see old mate at the lookout, at the observatory. You always go see him for missions. You always like got to meet up with him at the observatory. There's he works for the FIB or whatever it is. You always meet up with him.
oh, that idiot. Fuck
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
You always meet him at the observatory, and
Yeah.
he's the one that like helped cover
That
your
fucking sissy dude.
death and stuff like that. And he's always like, I need you to
Yeah.
do this for me, and I need you to take this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one that because he's the one that helped cover up you dying and stuff
He
like that.
kind of
He was
reminds me of the therapist, but just a bit younger.
yeah, he works. I think it's the FIB he works for.
He has that weird vibe.
Yeah, and he was just like because he gets you because he blackmails you, being all like, well, because I covered up your death and made you escape from that thing, and because you help us catch Trevor and the gang for robbing and stuff like that. Well, now you got to do things for
Right.
me, and he drips you all the time. Well, there's a like because you go see him there at the observatory. Someone actually had it where they had the blimp, and as they flew in, they crashed into the thing,
I
jumped
think
out.
I saw that.
Yeah, where he flies and he dives out just as he hits it, and he lands and he
Yeah.
activates the cutscene. He's like, "Oh hey, how you doing?" After he like flies the blimp in and blows it up, and like smoothly he yeets himself
There
onto
was
the
a short, I think I saw that.
yeah. I was like, that's hilarious. That's another moment that GTA did something like that. So it's kind of the same vein where you trigger something and then it's
Right.
it's great when the games can do that. You can find some moments where it triggers things. But
It just sucks when you don't have any idea. So I was like, well, that's cutscene.
yeah. So if you get to the point when you've done it already, you know where things are, then you can do
Yeah.
these funny moments. But
Well, that's more like played it many times to know where they are.
Mm.
Like to the T, they can
Yeah,
do something.
you know where things are ending up. And that's like another thing with GTA as well. It's like when you actually end up at Madrazo's house because you're following the tennis instructor, the yoga instructor. whatever it
Oh,
is.
the fucking you pull down the fucking
Yeah, so
Oh.
I was watching a video. You can actually follow if you because the point where he goes, and you're supposed to like follow that route and on normal, but he kind of goes off a route, and you think you're following him still, and it leads you to Madrazo's house. Well, if you actually he goes on a set path, so if you leave that and go down a different way, you can actually find his car, and he's parked at a thing in a different spot, something like that, and you can actually find him and like chase him and scare him. But it ends up looking back at it, the way he was going does lead you to Madrazo's because across the road from Madrazo's house is where he lives. The tennis instructor actually lives across the road from Madrazo's house. So you're technically not in the wrong spot. It's just the wrong place that you rock up
Just
at.
the wrong
and,
house.
Yeah. But I was like, you're in that right area. I was like, that's hilarious because you can see it. But I was like, it's so funny, like the attention to details that games will go through
Well,
to do
that's
these things.
Rockstar,
But
though.
like you still can find characters if you go a different route. Like you always, they lead you on set
everything in
paths,
Rockstar
but
games is it's all deliberate. Like
they-
there's
yeah. I
a
need
point to everything.
I need more. I want Rockstar to go down that path where they have more of an RPG aspect where, okay, you're set to follow him this way, so you trigger Madrazo's mission kind of thing like that. But if you were having to go a different way and you found him and cut him off, you went down a different path of missions. So then you maybe didn't interact with Madrazo, you didn't do missions for him, you didn't rip down his house, but you caught the
that
sense
would have
player
to
things.
require a lot
like,
of.
It's just a different split off arc. Like that's what any RPG game does. And then the narrative
but
goes differently.
Rockstar would do it way better if they did
Like,
that.
that's what I'm saying though. So if they could integrate those kind of moments, but better, that'd be great because not everyone's playthrough
Also,
will always be
that-
the exact same.
That'd be a lot of work though, because you have to do it to every character.
Every time you played, it would make you want to go back and play as those stories and do different outcomes.
Yeah, but that would be like a fucking 200, 300 gigabyte game because all the.
Yeah.
Just think, every character in GTA has that. Nah.
I would rather that having 200 gigabytes of that over 200 gigabytes of Call of Duty, any day.
I still don't get why COD's that big. I really don't.
Exactly. Like I would rather that than Call
I
of Duty.
really have no fucking idea. When
Mm-hmm.
you got better looking, like better graphics, bigger games that have way less size.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Last of Us. Look at God of War. Like they're bigger in scale,
Mm-hmm.
bigger in files, but like smaller in game files, like size.
Yeah.
COD's 250 gig with Warzone.
It's fucked. But they're
Warzone has only
literally
got one map.
they're literally doubling up on files. Are literally doubling up on files, if not tripling up.
Are we even tripling at that point?
Mm.
Like 250 gig.
But one thing I do want to segue
Even
slightly.
more than that now, I think.
Not really segue, but I do want to kind of bring up as a thing. You said you thank God you didn't watch it, but we're talking about it though. I want to just move on the progression slightly.
I didn't watch it.
The fucking Xbox Direct. I laugh.
I didn't watch it, but I know.
I laugh.
I watched it all separate.
I want to bring that up because I wanted to jump to that point now. Not really segue per se. Let's just jump to
I've
it.
got it written down.
I woke
That's
up.
fucking good.
It's fucking hilarious because I woke up. I look at my phone and all I saw was, "Thank God I didn't watch that fucking Xbox Direct." That's all I got. That's the first message I had. Woke up in the morning. I was like, "Huh? What happened? Xbox Direct?
Yeah,
Huh? Wait, that happened? Oh, like my brain was going through. So I didn't even know there was Xbox Direct.
I was going to stream it the last week. I was like, I'll stream this. Then I didn't.
I didn't even know it happened. I didn't even know it was going to happen until you go, fuck, thank God I didn't watch Xbox Direct. I'm like, what are you talking about? Apparently it was on that morning. And
yeah, well, it was on at 7 a.m., but I didn't get up for it.
I watched the videos
woke up at
anyway.
8.
Like, I went around and ended up just finding the trailers because people that uploaded them straight away. I'm like, there wasn't much shown, but I'm like, how is no one hyping this? Not even the... I know so we're going to talk about them, but not even the Xbots tweeted about it. I saw a lot of their posts through the day before. Even, funny enough, even during that day, they had... Okay, this is the funny thing that got me. This is Xbots, right? You're thinking, okay, we just had a bunch of announcements, or not announcements, but things shown off more of newer trailers, new official trailers. During that day, I even went to their accounts and looked at it. I did not see anything was popping up that was anything by the Xbox saying, oh my God, did you see? Oh, look at that. Indiana Jones looks great. Or, oh, this. None of that shit was being posted or seen by him. But the pony PlayStation bot were like, oh, this was better, trying to bag him out. Xbox will be there. I know we don't want to talk about them, but this is the one thing that got me confused.
That's weird.
One thing I'm confused is when there's not anything being promoted or talked or being shown, Xbox are always this game, and we love this, and we love that. And when they're shown, they're not supporting anything. They're not going, oh my God, did you see the new Indiana Jones? This is great, gonna be 10. Like, I'd love you to see you chirping when the content is there to chirp about, but they don't do it. They ass kiss when nothing's around, but when it's there, there's no ass kissing. It's like, wouldn't this be the time because people are talking about it or it's new to talk about it and tweet about it?
It is talk worthy because it looks fucking good. Like all of them.
There's Indiana Jones honestly looks good. Like, this Xbox needs this personally. This is one of the.
It's just a shame that it is first person.
Yeah. Like 100%, like first person, and it's kind of ooky mooky because I don't know if it was part of just the promotion of how they're trying to cut the trailer together, or if it's actually the gameplay. But if that's actually a gameplay mechanic where you because it was in the trailer where you see him walk up, he chucked his whip over the zip line, and then you saw a third person perspective.
Oh yeah.
If that
actually is a thing. There is third person elements.
Yeah, and I hate moments where if you're doing something where you're first person and it cuts to a third person action moment. I hate those moments.
It takes out the immersion.
Where you're first person, you put a puzzle in and it goes, and you think, why did I need to do a third person pan from first person to third person? Because I put in a puzzle piece. Nothing happened, but let's make it dramatic because we want to see you show how large it is. Just leave it first person then. Just leave it first person. Why
either have it all first person or all third person?
Yeah, like I can understand.
But it should be third person for an action adventure, like third person.
100%. The game itself should have been.
I want to see Indy using his whip like his whole fucking.
I can tell you now,
his hat, everything.
When it comes out, and because those action elements are there. There are third-person cameras, so I'm going to see it happening on PC. Yeah. People are going to mod it and make the game third-person on PC.
Yeah.
It's going to happen because it's already built into the game.
It's going to get delayed and then till next year, and then they'll make it third-person.
Because people are literally saying it should be third-person. Honestly, they should delay it, make the whole game third-person.
That's like making Uncharted first-person. It wouldn't. It wouldn't feel right.
Like, I understand it's machine games. Machine gun games?
They've never made a third-person game.
They're always first, but you've literally made mechanics with third-person. Like, why can't you just make it third-person? Like, are you worried that you don't know how to do it because...
Like, Wolfenstein has to be first-person.
Yeah, that's because Doom and Wolfenstein go hand-in-hand. They are first-person games. Indiana Jones is the next generation Explorer. Like,
either keep it 100% first or third.
Like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to make us be immersed as being indie. But then you're trying to take us away from the immersion by showing these moments that are third person. Like, it makes no sense. Like, it's an action explorer. It's like Assassin's Creed. It's like,
Well, not really. Assassin's Creed.
No, but like it's like I'm trying to say. I just delayed studied, but it's like Assassin's Creed. It's like God of War. It's like Uncharted. It's like Tomb Raider. Like they're adventure games. And imagine if you played God of War in first person. Imagine if you played Assassin's Creed in first person. Imagine if you played Uncharted or Tomb Raider in first person. They don't work. They don't
actually
work.
the first Tomb Raider was first person. But
and look how I didn't like it because of that reason. It was weird. It didn't make sense.
And then went third person.
Like, there's a reason why these things work.
I'm still gonna buy Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Gold. Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
And the Great Circle. What a fucked up name! And the Great Circle. It's a Great Circle, mate.
So I don't know, it was pretty funny. I enjoyed the trailer. It looked good. Like, it has that indie vibe, jazz. Like, it's good. It's
set between Raiders and
we got a nice young indie, which is good.
Raiders and Crusade.
Like,
Crusade, that one.
So yeah,
no, yeah.
But honestly, it does look like a good game. The only other game that looks really good on Xbox that's been advertised is Senua's bloody Hellblade.
I bet it looks pretty fucking good.
Like, that looks like, quality wise, there's not many games.
I don't care about graphics though.
No, but like the quality that's being put in for games, like, because some games are out there that are literally dog piss quality. Like, they literally look like last generation games that are on next gen, and it makes no sense. Like, there are games being made, but like there are some that look great, but something just about like, but there's something about Hellblade that just looks top tier. It's basically like Hellblade looks.
It's Sony quality.
Quality, and now Indiana Jones actually looks Sony quality.
But I am worried because what they've shown was gameplay. It looks very QTE.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. But like, if it's gonna be that quality though, like,
that's what Xbox are against.
I know, it's weird.
The Xbox will be out in force if this game's it is a walking sim, of course. Walking sim with QTE combat. They wanted it.
I know, but they're gonna.
I mean, Hellblade 1 was. I haven't played it. I've seen some of it. I did order it on physical, like, during the week, so it'll be here next week sometime. I did buy it on Steam for like $4 too yesterday.
Mm.
So I'm gonna play it then first. But like, the combat is very Souls-like.
Mm.
But this second game is. It looked like it was QTEs.
Yeah.
Like, it was very animated.
Yeah.
Like, all fluid motion. Like, it wasn't like someone just tapping a button and whacking.
It was actually very done well.
But because they did say it was a person playing it, like a dev was playing it. So that's why I'm happy. That's what sucks about them not using the HUD element. Like, show us the HUD. Yeah. What does the HUD look like when you're fighting?
There's got to be some type of a HUD. There's got to be.
Is it like you press a button and like it pops with a button? You got to like, is it time? Is it
like? But
I think Avowed did a good job.
Avowed looks good
with that. Avowed does look good. That's Obsidian. That's Bethesda 2.0, but better.
I mean, again, they have their certain style, so it looks great, but then it's not like amazing, like Sony quality of that.
No, because they prioritize gameplay over.
Exactly, but then they still keep the graphics. They're not like compromising. Like, they balance it across the board by.
I mean,
quality and quantity and
like the characters, but
But that's what I mean. Like, I am keen for a gamer that Xbox is now getting back to the point where they are starting to be on quality.
But no one's talking about the games
with PlayStation, like, because that's the big thing. As a consumer, as a gamer, it sucks when you're looking at one side where. You're seeing great quality.
One game doesn't make that, but it's pretty much Hellblade. Like, indie still looks a bit air.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's looking better though than what games have been. Like, that's what I'm saying. As a gamer,
I swear that's got a downgrade from Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein 2 looked fucking amazing.
That's what I'm saying though. But like, they're like older games, and there's games that have come out after that look worse than Wolfenstein. Like, that's what I'm saying. We're supposed to be going next gen. Things are supposed to be improving, not going backwards.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good to see as a consumer. This is what you want to be as a gamer and a consumer. You want the quality that you pay for. You don't want to be paying money and then getting shit like Starfield. Like, Starfield doesn't look great. Like, there's so much shit they're missing out on.
Good enough, but
that's again, it's good enough. Games shouldn't be good enough. They should be this is
doesn't
great.
play
Like,
the best. I don't
that's
think.
exactly like that's not like.
Believe me, I fucking finished it. I can say shit about it. Like
Yeah,
fuck.
like that's what I'm getting at is that we're getting to a point which I know a lot of people are saying it, but
I'm
then
not
they have
bagging
the,
it. But
they have the wrong arguments when they talk about it. Is as a gamer, as a consumer, is what we are at the end of the day. We are consumers. You want to get for what you're
your money's
asking.
worth.
You're getting your money's worth. Like
So
you
a
look at
game
Sony.
here is
Like, 'cause you
$80
look
to $100.
Yeah, because you look at Sony,
125.
and you're getting, like I said, I've said it before. Like Sony has the quality. Why can't Xbox have Sony quality? What are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, why aren't they having that deep visuals? Like,
I think
not that we
pretty
need
much it
but, like,
only is id and machine games who have the quality. Obsidian has gameplay quality.
Yeah, like they have their like I can
Ninja
understand art
Theory
styles
have
and the
quality
style.
with Hellblade, but that's a very linear game. Like that's
Because like I looked at, like for me, like I watched that new that one they dropped for Alone in the Dark, and some of that animations they had for some of how characters are
that's
moving.
an indie game, really.
Yeah, but still, it's a bigger like it's still off a based franchise, but for a game, unfairly, like it's not trying to bag it out. Like I'm not trying to bag it out, but like it's best criticizing it is. You've got a game that's there, but you've got kind of janky, like it feels retro-y animations and face animations. It's like we've gone through that. Like it gets a weird point. Like, but Midnight Sun does kind of look like really good though. But like, I know it's
the
just this
faces
weird,
look a bit weird.
it's this weird thing that's like we've gone through that. Why are we still stuck in this weird janky valley when we've got like what we're like how many generations into gaming now?
Because it's money. Like you need money to make a good game still. Like
that's what I mean. Like we're that many generations into games that we're seeing games that look
who's
pretty.
making it? Let me have a look.
But then they're like playing mechanically like Nintendo 64 games. Like they're playing like Nintendo 64 games, but then looking like a max high production games. Like that doesn't balance. Like why are we compromising here? Like you need to work your engines out, work your quality out. Like that's where we are. We are at the point where why are we still getting VHS quality, when we should be getting the 4K quality that we're at, like for overall, like production value and everything.
Well,
it's like,
this is their biggest game they've made, that Alone in the Dark. So it makes sense.
Why am I getting a game on a cassette then not an actual fucking disc or these like it's this balanced process where we've improved. Why are we going back, not forwards? Like we put a man on the moon.
Some have gone back.
Like it's like fuck. We put a man on the moon. Then we had the PlayStation 1, and then we've progressed. We're at the PS5, nearly on the verge to PS6 and the next Xbox. But yeah, we're making games at a PS2 and fucking Xbox One games. Like, what are we doing?
PS4 was making PS5 quality games, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we were making steps forwards. Why are we going 10 steps back?
You can't get much better than that now. Because
like, why can't we just, I know we can't, if we can't get better, why are we not staying at that point? If we've hit a cap, why aren't we staying at that cap? Why are we going back 10 steps? We shouldn't be going back.
Yeah,
what the fuck is going on? Like, and that's why it's good
that's not Microsoft.
Like, and that's why it's good that we are seeing Xbox pick their feet back up and getting back on that track running. But like, why did you get to that place in the first place? Why are we? I
would say game mill. Like, fuck me.
Yeah, like why are you just putting out crap? Like, why are you just spewing things out just to spew things out? Like, we don't need this many games if you're not gonna make games. It's just you're literally just trying to make money. You're printing money. You're trying to print money. Like that's what it feels like. Like that's what they are doing. Like. It's just gimmicky crap. Like, oh, let's just do this. Let's just get let's make everyone work tirelessly and make this, and I'll spend money, and well,
I'm actually hoping this Alone in the Dark does good for this fucking company because
exactly
what they've done altogether is pretty small compared to this.
And that's why I feel bad. Like they've got.
I've heard of none of these things. What
maybe they can patch it and work it out. If it is just a trailer,
Well, I saw demos of it played. It looks fucking good.
Yeah.
Like.
And that's what I mean.
It's back to Alone in the Dark. Unlike that fucking shitty Xbox 360 fucking
Well,
one.
It's not necessarily back to Alone in the Dark because that's different. Like, again, the original was a click-based adventure.
No, but this is like back to being like a horror.
Yeah, being
unlike that shitty Xbox 360.
I was like, because there are other Alone in the Dark games. The other three that set before that are just click-based adventures. With some horror
this is
elements.
back to being the atmosphere and like.
It's like you're playing freaking.
But a modern version.
Hmm.
Not a click-based, because who makes them anymore?
I know.
No one really.
Adventures. Oh, here you've entered a room. Where do you want to click on? Oh, let's search the drawers. Nothing there. Oh, let's click this. Like, proper
But,
horror
I'm
game. Like
just,
they make it like a trying to be like a proper horror cycle.
I'm fucking keen for all these games that were at that direct, like
And there was a
which we
wasn't
had
much, but there was a
Indiana Jones, which all the games are this year. So
yes, that was a good thing that they mentioned. It was all
don't
this
know
year.
all the dates because they just said fall and stuff. Like Indiana Jones is just said 2024.
Mm.
I reckon it's the end of the year.
Yeah,
Easy, like November.
yeah, it feels like that would be the way to go. Being a
And
E.
Avowed is quarter 3, like Q3. It said
Yep.
fall, so around September, October.
Yeah, the holiday
Which
period,
makes sense.
probably.
So I'm gonna buy all of these. Like Avowed had that.
See, that's the other thing, and that's the thing that's the sad
Avowed
part
had
is
that Skyrim magic, but better.
it looks like Skyrim and Fable. Like it looks like those combined. Like it's the mix,
But it's
the best
Obsidian
bits.
who are RPG masters. Like,
Yeah. Like, and this is the one sad part that's going to get me is like, yes, you're going to buy it, but so many people are just going to download on Game Pass and not give two shits about supporting the developers.
Well,
and
that's what
then
these games are
wonder
made
why. Yeah, but then they wonder why we're not getting great games from the companies because they're not getting the budgets. They're just getting rented games, not supporting the studios to show, oh, we're actually supporting them, and then wondering why no one's making anything new. It's because no one's supporting the studios. Unless you're buying the games, you're not supporting the studios, unfortunately.
I mean, you are, but like it's very little.
I
get from
feel
Game
like
Pass.
when you're playing games on Game Pass, you're supporting Xbox, but not the studios. You're
But they
you
are
know,
Xbox Studios, so they're paying them.
yeah,
like.
you're more or less. I feel like you're supporting the publisher, not the developers. That makes sense.
And if you're on Hellblade, but I'm 50-50 of buying it because it's a digital only.
See, I can understand with wanting to try it out on Game Pass and be like, okay, didn't like it, not
And
gonna
then
worry
buy
about
it.
it.
If
you
you
actually
like
enjoy
the
it,
game and finish it, buy it.
Yep, buy it. 100% buy it.
Or
Like,
not
that's-
finish it, but like if you're gonna
Or-
finish it, buy it.
If you're keen to get into it, buy it. Fucking support it and buy it. Don't just be those, oh, this is going to be a great game, fucking playing on Game Pass. Oh, man, I spent 1,000 hours on it. Did you end up buying it? No. Why aren't you supporting the developers?
That's why
know what I mean?
I bought like Rocket League, and everyone's like, "Hey, you bought Rocket League?" I went, "Yeah, I like it."
Yeah. I literally, I think I did it. I did end up buying it. That's why I played before it went free to play. Because I did end up buying it just at that, like, I think it was like that last 2 months before it ended up becoming free to play. But it's like, that's what you do. You support. Like, I wanted to really play it, so I went and bought it. Like, and I could.
Although you did call me, you and Mules called me an idiot for buying Fall Guys before it went free to play. I was like, oh, I'll buy it.
Yeah, but that was kind of definitely is
The
super
same
now.
thing.
I know.
I mean, that's
Well,
to support the devs. I don't care.
well, yeah, I know. They kind of were like, yeah, you may have bought it, but kind of fucked you in the sense the devs did. So it was.
No,
kind
you
of
can still
sad.
play it on Steam though.
It's they scrapped all the version you purchased was all scrapped, and then they refunded you and gave you new shit. And, yeah, it was
Wait,
weird.
what?
Yeah, like because when they went free to play, the whole model changed. They were scrapping that version you bought, so it became the free to play model. And if you had whatever was gifted with it was refunded, and then yeah, it was a whole. They changed it all around from the pro. And that was the stupid part. That's what was annoying with buying that was you won't end up with the same version you purchased. You bought a version, then they refunded you technically and gave you the free version. You were completely like screwed over on buying that.
Wookiee bought it on Steam. What the fuck?
Yeah, like that was the worst part. Like people that got Fall Guys like that just beforehand, there's literally no game preservation in that. Even if you were buying a digital, like there's no game preservation.
It's crazy.
Like you know what I mean? Like because you know when you buy most games, like you get the game
I
preservation.
kind of want to install it and see what it is then.
It's like it's still Fall Guys, but like they changed the system on that whole free play concept and the whole thing changed.
Yeah, it's under
Like-
Epic, so it's trash now.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's exactly it. Like everything.
to be
changed.
fair, everything that Epic touches goes free to
Technically,
play, and it's
I mean,
not as good.
Game like if you didn't buy, so that's the problem with me. See, I bought a different. I bought because I think I ended up buying it on Epic. I think I did cheap. I think that's how I ended up getting. No, it was on
think,
Xbox.
yeah.
No, it was Xbox. I was playing on Xbox.
Oh.
I think that's how I got it. I was playing on Xbox first, and then I got it free when it was on Epic. But I didn't buy the Steam version. That was my problem. Is I didn't get the Steam version, which would have been if you bought on Steam, you've got that version because you still have access to the workshop and things like that. See, I had on Xbox and then I ended up getting on Epic, and it's a completely different version. Like it's
Yeah,
you're
because the
screwed over.
workshop on here, I think.
Yeah, like I'm completely screwed over because I own it on or play it on Epic.
Oh yeah,
Hold
here it is. Tool up update.
Someone's jamming some music outside.
That was the 9th of November.
Yeah, it's a
still
weird
got
thing.
the-
Like, it's weird how they do these with games, and that's why physical at the end of the day is the real fucking game preservation, because you can't really change that. Like,
Oh, you can.
huh?
They can. They can just
can't.
make your disc not work.
Well,
But that takes a lot of effort
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They'd have
on
to.
Sony's part, I think.
It's on
Unless
a-
it's
it's
an
on a-
online game, then they can just shut the servers off,
Yeah,
and then you can't load the game up.
which that's why I
because
feel
it'll say,
kind of
you need an
weirdly
online connection.
bad, because I remember them doing that. There's like, I feel like I should, because I don't know if it's been shut down yet, or it's about to shut
What?
down.
Battlefield?
The Crew, their servers, I think they recently shut down.
Yeah, you can't play it now because online only.
Yes,
I
online
think.
only game, but yet you can still, like, I was looking at CX, they have it at CX. It's like $3 or $2.
Just
I
buy
feel
it
like
for
I should
collection,
buy
bro.
it just, yeah, before they get to the point where, because it's null and voided, they'll just scrap it, because it's like most games, like Overwatch 1.
Well, that's what Starfield is 3 cents at Best Buy in the
Yeah.
US.
Because that's like
Or was it Walmart?
Overwatch 1.
It was
Because
Walmart.
when Overwatch when it went to Overwatch 2 and then went free to play, anything physical Overwatch 1 basically got thrown into the trash. It became null and void, non-sellable, which again I don't know how that works when you literally one's called Overwatch and the other one's called Overwatch 2. That technically is two completely different games. Why can't I still buy a copy of Overwatch? That's a
Well, you
different
can.
game. No, you like, unless it's someone on eBay, but like no one actually is selling it.
Mm.
Retailers do not have Overwatch. Like, you can't buy it anywhere from a normal retailer. You have to go on like eBay to buy a copy of Overwatch.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can't.
Which
get
does
it.
wear in touch too, so fuck 'em.
Yeah, exactly. It's free to play, and it's just
Fuck Blizzard.
it's just a recycle.
Blizzard's not
anyway.
Blizzard anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, things like that, it's just stupid when things null and void and change and just override shit. It's just like that. It's just like, what the fuck, and then they destroy things. Like, that's getting rid
Which
of, the original.
I know it's in our business here, but we missed a big thing that happened in 2022.
All that.
You remember how Rocksteady are making the Suicide Squad to the Justice League?
Yeah.
Was you aware back in 2022 the founders of Rocksteady left?
Oh, they actually left, and that's when their thing started going down that rabbit hole.
Jamie Hill, is it Jamie Hill and no Jamie Walker, Alex?
Yeah.
Sefton, I think. I don't,
Before everything kind of
Sefton and
started.
Hill, the founders, they started a new studio in London
I did
called 100
hear.
Star
I
Games
did hear that
last year.
Yeah, I did hear something about
Or this year.
recently that there was a new studio that was
Yeah.
made by Rocksteady. I didn't realize it was that long ago. I didn't
Yeah.
realize how long ago it was that they.
2022 they left.
Fuck. That's when everything started changing.
That's well into development for Suicide Squad. That was meant to come out like 2023 early.
Well, another
2023.
weird thing is, I don't know if you've seen it too, but come back to Rockstar. I don't know if you saw it, but did you see T2 was trying to take a lawsuit on Remedy?
Yeah, because an R. Like,
'Cause the R
Rockstar
from
don't own R.
No, like the Rockstar R is apparently similar to the Remedy R. It's like only now that they want to have a deal is because Remedy happens
It's
to be
because Remedy
trending.
just changed theirs
It's
to
been-
that.
It has been a little bit, but have you noticed now since Remedy has been doing well for themselves, it's now a problem. The R has been changed for like the last 2 years, I think it might have been a year and a half, 2 years. Like there was no issue then, but because they're now a
Yeah,
bit more
but
popular.
no one owns a letter R.
No, exactly. But
It looks nothing like Rockstar's anyway. Like it
Way
looks
different.
nothing like it. It's like an
Like-
R and R and R. Like it's just one continuous.
Yeah,
well,
and it's
not
report. It's
patches,
an R, and then
but,
report
like-
out because like Quantum Break, like it's
Yeah.
when Quantum Break came out when they changed it because like
And
when
it
people
says
left that shutter-
Remedy Games underneath, not Rockstar just has
Yeah.
an R and a
So I was
star.
just
Like,
like, it's just like that's just petty on T2's end, being like, oh, they're doing well for themselves. We'll
Take
try
Two
and take
always
them.
done that though to everything.
Yeah, it's like, oh, because they're doing well now, their traction. Let's try and make an issue.
It's not the first time they've tried to do it to Remedy though,
No, it's just so stupid.
but yet they still work with them. I wouldn't work with Take Two if they kept trying to do that shit.
Yeah, well, I think that's why they had that weird moment with bloody Max Payne 3.
Because that's what they're doing with Max Payne 1 and 2 remake. They're working with Take Two because Take Two own it. Like, and yet they're trying to pull this shit. Like, just let them have the fucking art. They're called Remedy. How else should you have that without an R? Like, you just let them fucking have the thing. Take Two. God dang. Bitches. It's got nothing to do, like. Rockstar's is big yellow with a black R and
Send
a
me a
star.
meme. I'll
like,
send you a meme. Someone just randomly. I was like, oh no, what's this notification? Someone sent me a meme. Someone I haven't talked to in over a year, I guess, or so. Randomly sent me a meme, so I'm like, okay, obligatory. You send me a meme, I'll send you a meme. But no, exactly.
But,
like, there's always these companies always gone wacky hoodoo, and like that.
Take You won't win that.
I was like the funny one where
Remedy should stick to their guns and just keep it.
yeah. Oh, they will. That's the new ones. It's perfect in their
Go
style.
to fucking court about it. Like, do it. You'll win.
won't.
Like,
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Take
exactly.
Two won't win.
They're not gonna. They're just gonna sit back and laugh at him. They're like, what the fuck? Sam Lake's just gonna sit wherever he sits, have a coffee.
In his snow again. Just.
Is that getting louder? They're cranking the music up again.
Did you see his video today? Was it
Yeah, the
today
one
or
you, I think you shared it. I don't know if you sent it to me, but
I
yeah, he was
shared
like,
it.
he's sitting in the snow.
He had
like,
fucking snow on his head. And I was like, bro.
fucking hilarious. I would love to just sit with him, have a coffee.
I'd have a tea with him.
Or a coffee.
He have his coffee and I have my tea.
What? That's random. Such a.
I just saw it and I just shared it. I'm like, well, on the Beardy Bros, fuck.
I think so. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just share. We share Sam Lake stuff on the Beardy Bros.
Right.
Fake. I love stirring you with that. I just wanted to shit stir you, right? I fucking loved it. You're a fake Sam Lake Stan fan. that's why if you saw how I put that Sam Lake Stan fan, like I was like, oh, you'll catch on that I'm just being a shit dick. I'm really just staring around.
And then I've been
I laughed. I'm like, oh, you're a goober. Trying to get with the Marvel thing.
I was just sitting. I was helping mum at work. I just sit on the chair. Just
yeah, I was wondering what you were doing. I was like, but no, it was funny. Chilling. It was funny, meme. Like, it actually had a bit of outreach, but like, everyone's just like not like because I did all the like
I don't know who the fuck that dude was.
All the like Alan Wake hashtags and like Alan Wake 2 control all that stuff, and like they're trying to reach, and it's got a bit of reach to it, but like. I'm like, how like the Alan Wake community? Like I did that other one, and everyone had a go at me, being all like, "Don't you post that?" Remember how I said that one where I got and I triggered all the.
I don't get why people are like that.
I triggered them with some AI art. I triggered them with it, and they all got defensive. And here's this one that's an actual like deep layer remedy universe meme.
I don't get why they got triggered. Like it's just a.
And then like I'm trying to make a remedy universe meme, and no one's like, "What?" Like. People aren't like going like reacting or no one's like.
I mean, you did with Quantum Break in there though.
Huh?
Quantum Break's part of the thing too.
Yeah, well,
part of the Remedy universe.
Not the Alan Control universe, but
no, but it's still part of the Remedy universe.
Or is it? Maybe this meme is from the Quantum Break universe. But no.
Yes, mate. I do got to install Quantum Break.
Yeah, I gotta finish it. I'm close to.
I just couldn't get into it. Like I got so far on the Xbox, and then the PC got so far, and then I just stopped.
Well, that was like me. Fucking, I had that hoop-de-doo playing it on Game Pass, and they took it off Game Pass. And I was like, I want to play it. And they put it on Game Pass, played it again, and I was like, and I think it was while it was still on Game Pass. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it, so I bought it. Like I could have just still played on Game Pass, and then they did take it off again. But I'm like,
yeah,
I'll buy it.
I bought the fucking steelbook.
Like I'll buy it because it was actually a good game. Support your fucking studios, like. Fuck.
I mean, buying it from how we get them is not supporting the studio, but
I mean, it's sometimes
mine are from EB like a decade ago.
Yeah, but like
7 years ago.
I know they come from EB originally, but like EB bought them from them. Like unless you're like really gonna support the studios and buy them from the studio directly off their website, which is pretty hard to do to a sense for us.
Oh, it's easy now. For us here.
But like that, you're still because they still bought the quota from them. It's like any other store buying them, like that. You're supporting the development.
I mean, but if you're buying a pre-owned like for like $10, it's going straight to EB. That's
going to EB, but yeah, it's just being a hand around game really. It's used
because I got my steelbook for like $10, I think.
Yeah.
Back then.
Oh, I know I've showed it before. Where the fuck is it? Oh wait, is it my Xbox?
It's in your Xbox, bro.
I think it is.
All that for months.
Oh, there it is.
For months, it's been there. You haven't played it.
I was like, "What the fuck is my Quantum?" I remember that was like the other week. I think we talked about it last season. It was at the end of the last season. Talking about the control and Wake stuff. I think it was last. Yeah. But yeah, so again, like I said, I showed you. It was after last week's episode, wasn't it? I showed you my gameplay of Alan Wake 2 and how it so you guys never got to see it. I was gonna record Jim's reaction, but I didn't end up doing it. But
That's horrible.
it's so bad.
It started so smooth, and it just went. Started going like this.
Also, I don't know if you've seen on the channel, I did cut out that Santa segment, and it is now up on the YouTube channel. So it's like a 13-minute clip. It's the full segment. Taken out the podcast.
Minutes.
Yeah. So 40 minutes. It's taken out. It's uploaded on the channel. It's all there for you guys to just watch that Santa episode segment from, and it's listed from which episode of the podcast it's from. So what I'll do going forward is there will be clips that I will take, if they're not edited or shorts, that there will be like full segmented clips, and they'll say which episode they're from if you want to watch the episode.
Yeah.
To hear the lead up, maybe before the moments or after the moments. You know, there's always stuff that we carry on, so I'll put that in there as well.
And I forgot to say when I was talking about Hellblade 2 that it comes out May 21st.
Yes. So that's
so I said it was digital only, but I'm like, it comes out May 21st. If anyone's wondering. Like it's just a bummer it's digital only.
I'm getting over this. Like I want physical. Like I want to buy Alan Wake 2 for console. Like for me, like I want to buy Alan Wake 2 for console, but I don't want to buy digital. That's an epic
issue.
I want a physical copy. I want to be able to go and be like, can I?
Hang on. They won't put Alan Wake on disc, but they'll keep putting Fortnite DLC on disc.
Yeah? No. They're not disc, they come in cases.
Same thing.
Like, at least make a case. Like, why can't we maybe even just buy a physical case and come with a code? I would rather a physical disc, but like...
Yeah, give us a disc. Give us a fucking physical copy of Alan Wake 2.
Like, I bought
You published Alan Wake remastered on disc.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't know what's going on with that music. I think the name is Partying. I want to kind of enjoy it.
I want the second
What's going on? Let's wrap this up. I kind of want to go over this. What's going on?
We need to start a petition, bro. Get signatures.
I'm going to message. Yeah, I'll see. If she's gone over there or if she's...
And, but like, God, we need a fucking physical. Baldur's Gate's getting a physical now. Because people wanted it, they're doing it. Larian are like the best community supported. They support their community. If enough people are asking, they fucking do it. And yet, they're a way smaller fucking team. There's only, what, like 100 or so developers? They're just, and they're self-sufficient. They do it themselves. You have to buy the game from their website, which I will, eventually. But, like, it's coming. You can buy it on disc, complete, like, with other things as well. But, come on, Epic. You got all this fucking gazillions of money. Just print some copies. And, also, during the week, Des, Helldivers 2 just went gold, like, yesterday, day before?
Ooh, yes, well, you'll pre-order and, mine as well.
Yes, because there was a bit of confusion. There was a date that said February 28th was coming out. I'm like, thankfully it's the 8th because I couldn't wait another month. I mean, I could technically because of my games, but like, I want to play it. Which I did play the first game. I was on stream, laid up the first level, got butt fucked and left. I quit.
Just couldn't do it.
You know how you get the drop pods and you drop on the planet? I dropped on the planet, instantly killed. By dogs. I'm like, how the fuck do you get away from these? Like, you run, you're dead. You shoot, you're dead. I don't know what I've done, but I went to the very first planet, the very first area of the first fucking game, and I can't do it because I did die instantly. So I don't know what I've done. If anyone has any queries, just let me know because I'm stumped. I can't progress. I'm sad because I want to play it. I want to play the first one before I play the second one. Still got like 3 weeks.
Second one looks good. I know we were talking about like I was kind of trying it the first one, but
I was going to tell you about talk about the rocket launcher. How it takes 2 people, like one to aim and shoot, one to load it. Like that's fucking cool.
That's cool, like concept mechanics.
And there is ground deformation as well from explosions and that. Like the things move and go boom and trees explode and there's a bit of deformation, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We don't know to what extent because in the trailer the camera cuts were pretty quick after an explosion, so we couldn't exactly tell. But from what I saw from a video, trees snap, crystal things vanish when things explode. Like I'm like, hey, you can kill your teammates.
That looked hilarious.
you throw a grenade, you can blow yourself up. I actually, this is during the training mission in the first game. I was extracting, right?
Yep.
I called the drop ship to come pick me up. I ran around and it squished me and killed me. I did take a clip of it. I was like, yeah, dead.
That is hilarious.
I died in the training area, for fuck's sake.
And
I blew myself up before that.
That's fucking gold.
I grenaded myself. I set a bomb in a nest and blew myself up. You can die pretty easily with your own hand. Because you can drop in pods and you're not paying attention, you're gonna get squished. And also, if you put a turret out, if you don't go prone, it's gonna shoot you. Second game as well.
Your own turret.
That's why you see because they shoot in circles.
This gold.
And if you're not prone, that's gonna tear you up.
Oh, that's gold. That's fucking hilarious.
Because if there's enemies around you, it'll just keep shooting in a circle until they're all dead.
Yep. So you got to
not in a continuous circle, but if you're in any of that fire, you're just gonna die.
Yeah, the line of sight. That's like the realism, basically.
You would die, and
like when most games go, "Oh no, it's your gun," even though you're in their wake.
Yeah. You can revive your friends and stuff, which is pretty cool. And I don't know how many deaths you can have. I died twice and they kicked me out of the level. So I'm pretty sure you get one death and then the next one you're dead. Like you're dead.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense. Like you shouldn't die once, you should just die no times and
yeah.
But then again, friendly fire. I'm expecting grenades to get killed.
We're
halfway across the battlefield. It's like
it's gonna be chaos. Like, sorry, Jim. I didn't realize you were over there.
Being on PC though, you can probably get Wookiee on there. To be fair, he's probably interested in stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm keen. I just want to play it.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
I'm saying don't hype about that either. Like, really?
It looks great. Speaking of stuff, did you get anything this week, Jim? Did you get any?
I did.
You get some goodies.
I know you. I know you did.
I got some goodies. Do you want me to show my goodies first? Do you want me to show my things? I got all kinds of things. I got games and I got toys. So I'll show off the toys first, and it's going to be up on my channel, my other channel. So I'm gonna be doing that. So I've been going through and I've been working out some reorganizing my content.
Scooby-Doo.
It's not a Scooby-Doo.
It looks like Shaggy and Scooby.
I'm reorganizing all my channels and trying to retheme everything what I'm trying to do. But I've got some He-Man toys. Picked them up pretty cheap. Got myself a He-Man from the new He-Man Netflix series. He's big, bulky.
His arms so big.
He's a big, bulky looking Hulk dude. So he's pretty huge, pretty bulky. He'll go with the rest of my stuff, which I'll start putting stuff up on the channel there.
That's not He-Man.
And then, it's He-Man. And then I've got Teela as well from the other Master Universe
That's
series.
fucking Netflix He-Man. That's not He-Man.
The other Netflix, we've got the other version that was done with Kevin Smith, who brought back the original franchise to the new timeline with Teela. So there's two different versions there. So there's that version and a different version.
I have no idea who that is.
Got those. They were pretty cheap. Got them for $10 each. So I thought they were pretty cool. So
that's a fucking bargain.
Yeah, I want to start doing on my Skeletor channel I have, which I was originally going to do my skits on. I want to dedicate that channel to being my He-Man channel. So like anything I get Skeletor or Master Universe related, I want to do like kind of like how there's that bloke who does Dragon Ball statues, react and reviews and stuff like that too. Like I want to do that on that Skeletor channel.
Just have the one.
All themed for He-Man stuff. So anytime I buy, I can review it and react to it and things like that. So that's what I'm going to start dedicating that channel to. So it's going to be skits and unboxing. So I'm like, yep, I'm starting to plan stuff out a bit. And burp as well. But I thought I wanted to mention that just for a little bit of chit chat. And I got a bunch of games here, Jim.
Street 3.
Yeah, bro. I got some.
I used to smash that game.
Like that.
No, I just played it a lot.
Quick glimpse. quick glimpse.
I knew that case from a mile away.
So yeah, I picked up a bunch of games this fortnight. We got FIFA
That game
Street
is awesome,
3.
man. Like, have you ever played it?
I have not played this one. I have played like the Street.
It's like a 3v3 or 4v4, and it's like street soccer.
Yep.
It's fucking cool.
I have played the Street Soccer in FIFA. Was it 20?
Oh, that's way different.
And I did like the Street Soccer in that, but I do wanted to check that out.
That is perfection right there.
So you can kind of see some of them. The next one we got here was Fight Night Round 3. That was.
Why got so many stickers on there though?
I know there's so many different stickers all over the place. That was $1. I picked that up for, so it's pretty cool. So all these are pretty cheap. But yeah, pick that up.
Hey, cheap don't mean shit. Like, there could be good game, could be bad game.
They gave me the disc, a different version disc, because there was a classic version. I've got the case of the normal version, but they got the disc with classics on it. So
yeah,
I can always go back and buy the other copy that was the classics one for $1.
Normal, classic.
Yeah, because there's another one on shelf from that had the classics case, but yeah,
I don't get why they don't check. Like, fuck.
I got a copy of Top Spin.
Can't see. It was like so bright.
Top Spin.
I wonder if the online still works for that.
On the original.
Because we can verse each other.
Because I know you got yours. You got your copy.
I got my 2 copies.
So I
got
picked
my one still sealed.
I picked that up. That was a whole 50 cents.
Oh, hang on. Before you put that away, there is a new Top Spin 2K25 coming out this year.
2K25. Following up that,
yeah.
I have Top Spin 2 on the 360. That was $1. Top Spin 2. So as you can see, I've got a lot of sports games here, but they were cheap.
Yeah, there's Top Spin 4 there.
Top Spin 4 because
4.
they didn't have 3, so I got Top Spin 4.
Oh.
That was $1.50.
3 or 4 is the best. I think it's 4 is the best.
I do kind of want to find 3. Like as you can see, I'm going through. You can kind of see them. These are all sports games, but they were cheap. So these are the things I don't really have. So that's why I've been buying now is a lot of sports games because I don't have sports games in my collection. So that's going to be being the next step is getting a lot of sports games. But luckily they're only a couple of bucks, so it's not that big of a deal.
Right? I think at EB you get like games for 50 cents right now. 2 for the price of 1 too.
There is a lot of different things. Yeah, some of these sport games are cheap. So. The next one I've got is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 08. And this one here, you can actually import photos.
Those games are pretty fun, though.
You can import photos of your face into the game. I'm thinking maybe I can play as Tom Cruise and Tiger Woods.
Remember that was a PS2 gimmick with the fucking eye toy. You can put your face in like a lot of PS2 games.
Maybe I can play as Tom Cruise and. Maybe I can play as Pedro Pascal and Tiger Woods. I don't know.
Just have that. No, put Sam Lake's to Max Payne face.
Make play as Sam Lake. I should do that. Play as Sam Lake and Tiger Woods PGA Tour 08. I wonder how I'd have to upload a photo. Do you have to get the camera out?
I think it's a 360
Use
camera.
real-life photos of yourself to create in-game characters who look just like you. No artistic skills required. I wonder how that works. So if I could maybe just find some photos and just hold it there and scan and just get scan Sam Lake's
Got to be a big photo though, like big as your head really.
Scan.
Otherwise it might look weird.
Scan the Max Payne face of Sam Lake, where he's that scrunchy face. The other one I got here
actually did it in the mirror earlier. I got to take a picture and post it, but I'm not.
Thief.
Thief was a good game though.
Thief.
Is that missing the manual? Oh man.
Yeah, there's no manuals in either of them, which was kind of sucky. That was $2.
Any of them?
Yeah. The next one I have here is Shaun White skateboarding.
Some of the best fucking stuff.
Yep. That's So I realized I was thinking, I wonder if I had that because I know Shaun White was a snowboarder. I do already own Shaun White snowboarding, which is good on my shelf. I have Shaun White snowboarding because that's what he is, a snowboarder.
That's the fucking good one too, I think.
But I was like,
that one or the other one? I think there's a lot of
snowboarding. But I was like, I've never actually played the skateboarding game, and I want to actually give it a go. Because I love my skating games.
Skateboarding, is it?
Yeah, Shaun White skateboarding. So I want to see what it's like. I want to know what they're...
I thought it was snowboarding. Fuck.
Because most games, like Skate, has that certain flick mechanic, and Tony Hawk's has that button mechanic. I want to know... Ollie and shit. I want to know how this... I've never actually played this. I want to know what this mechanic's like. I want to know how they do it. So definitely wanted to play that and give that. So I got that. And I picked up the most pricey one out the lot for $4. We've got Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 with no manual.
Oh,
but
that's a shame, isn't it?
But that was $4, so I was like, yep, got that. So that's pretty good.
What's people losing manuals though?
No idea, but that's my haul for this week. That's about $15 worth of games. It's not bad.
Fuck, that's good. Fuck, that's good.
Yeah, so definitely if I'm going for like the sports games.
Sports games can pad it out because they're like $1.
They're cheap. Like
50,
that's how
50
I
cents.
expanded my FIFA collection because I got so many of them cheap on half price deals, and then there's those at EB at the moment, which is buy one get one free, and I'm like, why mine on the ones I don't have?
Right.
But yeah, so that's a lot at the moment. So that's the biggest thing I don't have.
You got to get Madden. You got to get fucking FIFA. You got to get the new FIFA.
You got the NBAs. You got the NBLs. You got the NHLs.
NBA Jams.
Maddens. You've got all the different FIFAs.
There's a lot of sports. You got the ice hockey. You got the MLB as well.
Yeah, MLB
for the PlayStation, the MLBs and shit.
National Baseball League. Yeah.
You got baseball. You got
basketballs, basketballs, crickets.
There's a lot of sports.
Ping pong game, table tennis games. Like
you got the the Olympic games for the Switch as well, like the Nintendo Olympics, but they're expensive. They're full price games nearly each one. So, but that's fucking good. That's a bloody good haul, though, bro. It's a bloody good haul. I've only got like two things.
Two things.
Yeah.
That's right. What do you got? Buddy?
Because my Prince of Persia is next week.
Yes.
Because I said it was going to be delayed. There's a chance, and it did get delayed because they shipped it so late.
Yeah.
JB shipped it the day before it came out, why? It's usually it's meant to arrive on the Thursday, not next fucking Tuesday. But this is one of them, as I showed you already. The memory card.
Yes, the memory card. I don't know. Actually, one of those.
The 256 megabytes with the two memory cards in one. Where you got the 128 one side, 128 the other side down there, little flicky switch. Which is pretty fucking cool. I was surprised. I thought it wasn't a little flick switch. You switch between two memory cards.
Yeah, but there are different chips on the thing, yeah. So you can actually...
Because they never came in that size. It was only 128 was the max. To get the 256, I'd have thought, two for the price of one. That was only like $10.
Yeah.
I might go buy another one now, just to have both slots filled.
That's it. Like, it doesn't hurt.
With four memory cards, like...
Like, I know you're not going to... Like, not necessarily you're not going to fill up the space.
I'm not going to fill up this one.
I remember with the memory cards where you had, like, a fair chunk of memory, but you had, like, X amount of actual slots on them. Do you remember, like, on the PS1 where you had, like, X amount of
games you could have,
but you could only hold, like, 18 saves or something like that, even though, like, it wasn't exactly hitting that cap. Like, you could have larger saves in that one space.
The average one was only, like, 8 to 16 megabytes, I think, the average memory card we got back then. But this is 128
Because I got, like,
side.
I've got some random ones here, like, when I've been playing my PS2.
Yeah, they're like 8 and 16 gigs in there.
Yeah, like. one meg memory.
Ew.
That's a Y.
Yeah, because the saves are in the kilobytes, so
that one don't know. That's a Wi-Fi adapter.
Like very few games are in the megabyte saves.
I got other memory cards that are my one. These are all Al's memory cards. I think this one in the PlayStation here is mine. I know this is a 16 megabytes. No, that's not mine. I had like all the authentic memory cards. She's clearly had all the third-party brands, but I've literally got the like authentic branded because that's just what I bought at the time was authentics.
Well, yes, you was also quality because they didn't really fuck up.
Just so you're not going to mind blown here, they're all filled with PlayStation games.
No.
They're all filled with PlayStation.
Well, this isn't a PlayStation game that I have here. Fuck. I think you could also put more than that on there. Could you put CDs on there?
No, PS2?
Not on memory card, though, I don't think. You couldn't save it to it, could you? The Xbox. You could, yeah. I used to love that feature.
Actually,
they got rid of
Xbox,
it.
Yeah.
But this is because of what you said. I got this.
Yes, you're rather than Ninja, as we were talking about last week.
And I'm happy it's got a manual because.
Yep, it actually looked pretty clean too. That's actually looking pretty clean copy.
That's a very clean fucking.
And that's actually like that book is so precise compared to mine. Like that looks like way cleaner.
And for like $10-15, I fucking took it. Like it has got the little dent from the where it holds it.
Mine's very worn. Everything's very worn. Like, but like my case doesn't look as pristine as yours, even with the glare. Like mine looks a bit worn, like it has that more of a matte finish. Oh,
Like,
even mine was a
that looks-
classic.
Ah, yours a what?
Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, yours is a classic disc. What the fuck?
Yeah, mine's a
I just saw the
classic.
classic line.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to start checking them, my dude.
Classics disc, but yeah, I've had it for a while. Wait, I'm just looking at this. Wait, I'm confused.
I just didn't know the book was in black and white, like the manual.
I never noticed
And
that.
so it's the second game, the sequel to this. It's in black and white.
I don't
as
think
well,
I've mentioned
all
this
that.
when I talked about it, but I don't think I mentioned this last time when I talked about it, when I was talking about this before you bought yours. But
Yeah,
does yours is just the booklet in the case?
yeah,
What does your booklet look like?
that.
Oh, you got yours with the black backing.
Yeah.
Mine promotes the series, and I don't know why, but there's a pamphlet in here to promote the game coming soon.
The game you just bought.
It says Naruto: Rise of a Ninja. The journey begins this November, only on Xbox 360.
But when did you buy that? Because how the fuck would it? Why would it have a promotional thing in there? Well, you already bought the game. That's weird, bro.
I never acknowledged that till now, and we talked about it. Literally, you can go back to last week's episode, anyone watching this, and look that I looked into it, and I did not even acknowledge it.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, so you
quality,
got the
like,
nice
fuck me.
glossy one. Mine's like that matte, shiny finish. Yours is actually like the shiny, proper...
No, mine's a matte finish.
Yours looks more shiny than mine does. Yours looks like it feels better. Mine's got that
Mine's a
weird
matte. Mine's a matte finish.
The matte finishes. Yours look way shinier than mine. Like there's a
No, it's
shine to
the
it.
same.
But maybe it's just the quality of this video. But yeah, so
I don't know. So look, it's like, hey, oh, can't see him at all now. No, but I mean, I'm very impressed because sometimes books are fucking ripped and bent and torn.
yeah,
and...
like I said, some of these don't even have it. So what? That Naruto didn't have it. Sean White only had a pamphlet in it. No, it didn't even have a pamphlet. Just these that had a
Good
pamphlet.
thing about eBay is I actually look, and if they take a picture like this, it's like an auto buy because the booklet's in there.
It's just an advertisement saying DLC available now for Thief, and then it has the official Thief art book. Which makes sense. That's the right advertisements. Tiger Woods has nothing in it.
There's a detriment to the case, though.
It's a bit cracked.
No, the paper's too high up.
Paper's too high up.
You know when you get a thing out, you got to put the paper back down. The case.
Yeah.
That's all that is. Just a little bit high. Just a few millimeters.
Nothing cute.
The only detriment to it, like, look at that. It's just a clean case. I'm
That's all right.
very surprised. Looked after their game though.
The old top spin.
And then I got the sequel, The Broken Bond, coming this week sometime, next week.
Oh, they're being Ubers now.
Which I may have to span them 2 games pretty quick. Because they're not very long games, thankfully. But
Yeah,
this
check
does cover the first 80 episodes of the anime. I don't know what the second one does, but it's a longer game. It's twice as long, I think, maybe. And I don't know what that covers. So now it's part of the anime. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Sasuke
Sasuke.
and Naruto are against each other because the Broken Bond. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Sasuke even is, but
One of the friends, but it's just a weird start at the beginning. Like every game, you have you ally with your friend, like your enemy, and then become friends. Like most things do. It's like, oh, big rival.
my friends continue straight after that.
And then it's like, oh, this fine thing.
Because he's not in this, I don't think, is he?
Sasuke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sasuke.
Wouldn't become evil then. Maybe a what?
Later.
Spoiler, I guess. So.
Oh yeah, it's way later. I think it was.
Yeah, he was in the second game. It just continues after the 80 episodes of this. I just don't know why they didn't continue with it. Like, the anime kept going, like, bruh.
Yeah.
But still, the fact they crammed... I mean, Kakarot's still way better. They crammed the whole of Z into that game. All 300 odd episodes, or 200 odd episodes. Which that's what Naruto needs. Give us the whole thing in one game. And please get Ubisoft to do it. Who actually owns Naruto? Is that Bandai? It would have to be Bandai.
Yeah, they're running on the driveway.
Oh, really? Go.
I can hear them. Hear them outside.
Weekly shonen
The weird
jump.
thing is, though, you know what the funny thing I find is funny? Is when I'm
I
like,
find it's funny.
when I'm like this, Jim, I can't
Like
hear what's
what?
going on around me, right? Like, I can hear kind of coming from the headset, but I can't hear a lot of surrounding sounds. When I
Yeah.
put my headset on, I can hear clearly what's going on outside. I can hear people talking and everything going on when I have the headset on.
That's weird, bro.
But I take the headset off, and I can barely hear it. Like, I can hear it, but like I feel like it helps concentrate the sound.
I thought Bandai had Naruto, but they just make the figures. That's confusing as fuck. Because I know Bandai make all the figures. Well, not all of them, but make a lot of the figures. But I'm keen to jump into that game. I
do want to go back and play it. Like, I've played it a few times trying to start into it. I just never. It was like, yeah.
It's 2 players, bro. We can co-op this, I think.
Oh, can we?
Online multiplayer too. I think it's versus.
Would
I'm
this
not
work
sure.
on the Xbox One?
No, it's not. It's not back compat.
Not back a pack.
360, my boy.
Mm.
I don't know if it's actual just online fighting against each other or if it's online co-op. It says players 1 to 2. It's a 2 megabyte save. 60 hertz only, so it's just 60 hertz. Hey, games were 60 hertz back then. Starfield, Redfall. I mean, Redfall is in 60 hertz now, 60 FPS. It still doesn't feel any different, to be fair, because I played it again and it didn't feel different. It feels a little bit clickier, but that's about it. Still feels janky.
Yeah.
But also I found out today that there's an Until Dawn movie coming from Sony.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how they make that a movie though. Because have you played the game?
Vaguely.
Different.
Vaguely.
It's good, but it's different. Like how they make that into a movie? Like
horror. What's just a basic horror?
It's like Saw, but not like it's.
Yeah, it's like teen horror genre.
Like,
it's kind of basic horror film.
It's weird. It's
but it's not just basic horror teen horror film. Like, it's fucking twisted. It's got great plot.
Yeah.
Like, it's got the story is very rich, and it can like it throws you curveball because you think, oh,
like
and
you
it's not
save
that.
one or save the other, but if you save one, it could trick you and you save the other. The other one died. Like it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like I pulled a lever to save one, but it killed that one that I saved. I thought.
Yeah, it set up something else. Yeah. Oh,
it's like.
And you go to those quick time events, right? Or otherwise you can get your character.
Otherwise, you could lose your character. Like he just dies or he lives. Like. Yeah, I tried to platinum that game once.
It's hard.
You have to keep everyone alive for the platinum.
Yeah, I'm hearing your guitar.
But it is cool that like we do need more of them games though. Like, give us another one. Give us a sequel. Who was it? Supermassive, I think. Who made it? Supermassive Games. Who made The Order and all that? I was thinking about playing The Order. That game is good, but I got stuck on werewolves and rage quit. Didn't rage quit, just uninstalled and didn't play it again. But I don't think. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I don't think Supermassive are going back to. I mean, they did Man of Medan and that, but that's kind of the same thing, but smaller scope. Because they're like little adventures where Until Dawn was this massive fucking game.
That's louder than last time. I'm surprised.
Hey.
Oh, I'm saying I'm just surprised. Very loud. I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's just like.
Yeah, the dude
luckily,
was baseball bat again.
Luckily, he's not here anymore because this is louder than technically that was. That time.
What happened to that dude? He's up and
yeah, he left. He left. He was like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Couldn't handle it, bro.
Yeah, no, he couldn't.
Fuck me. He couldn't handle just asking politely to keep the noise down. He just up and left.
I kind of want to be a smartass when we're done and just pretend to be him. Like, there's a joke, like walk out, find something that looks like a bat, walk out there and limp out and be like, oh, just stick, they'll get a laugh out of it. The neighbours will crack up. So I want to
Have
kind
you
of.
have you got a walking stick?
No, he didn't have walking stick. But I don't know. I don't have a baseball bat. So I'm like,
Oh, bottle, the empty fucking bottle, just fucking noise though. But
that's the first time they're up this late, going partying hard on a freaking. Usually they're in. Well, I'm the one that's up late by myself because everyone bitched out and gone to sleep. I'm like, well, thanks for that. No one wants to keep partying with me.
I mean, I'll probably give them like 27 minutes.
Most
As
probably.
soon as that 11 o'clock hits.
Yeah, most probably.
That's what it always is. Like now or 11 o'clock is when you're like, you send a message like, bleh.
Yeah, that's usually it.
I don't think there's. I mean, The Last of Us came out yesterday. I'm tempted just to do the $10 upgrade
Might as well.
and then just buy the game again. But I can't buy it yet, but I can buy the $10 upgrade.
Yeah, you gotta wait another X amount of don't you, isn't it? Like,
I think it's
that
like
version
$15 actually.
no, it's 10. Or is it
So it's
fast
10.
15?
Or,
No, it's 10 across the board, which makes no sense because $10 in the US is different to our $10. But it's $10
it's
all
like
the way.
$15. It's 13, 14.
But yeah, it's $10 flat across the board apparently.
That's nice.
Because I checked in one of I checked in, I think it was like, I can't remember what it was. Was it Spider-Man? No, Miles Morales was free. It's another game I had. I put in it. It was saying it was like a $10 upgrade, and I was like,
Ghost of Tsushima.
yeah.
But I bought the director's cut, so I didn't do the $10. But it was funny
Well, if you
popping that
upgrade-
platinum.
Yeah, because if you upgrade the $10, you get the director's cut version from the PS4 version.
Yeah.
Because that's all there is on the PS5 is that version.
Yep.
So I'm like, that's not bad. But I was like,
Like it's just if you.
it was like 20.
There's a reason there's a physical disc. Is people who didn't own it previously can just buy the game, like.
Yeah.
Which I bought the game. I didn't do the upgrade path.
Yeah.
Point. Because it's all on the one disc. Even the DLC's on the disc, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know about The Last of Us. I think it's all on the disc, like the No Return, that roguelike.
Oh, like if you get that
Which
other-
I've already
yeah,
seen
yeah.
comparisons. Like the God of War one's better. I'm like, fuck me.
I know.
Like
It's
the game
not-
just came out, and on the day, like the God of War's better. Have they
I know
even
it's
played
not-
it? Have they just seen someone play it who probably sucked at it or made it look bad from bad
Yeah.
playing? Play the
know.
fucking game, you cunt. Jesus Christ.
Well, just don't buy it if you don't want to buy it. Like,
I'm pissed about that. Anyone knows on the internet is like the game's bad. Have you played it? No, it just looks bad.
I know. It's like, oh my god, just not.
Play the fucking game.
You can't base
Like,
things on
I
looks.
thought Midnight Suns looked bad. I played the game. I like it.
Yep.
It does have its janky
Because
moments.
it's the same
like
thing.
the facial
I've looked at
animations.
things going, this game looks good, bought it and played it, and it was complete garbage. Like, you can't take
Yeah.
looks. Looks are misleading. It's literally judging a book by its cover.
Starfield.
Like,
I can't believe I put myself through playing all that.
I don't know. In
I
less
was hell bent on
than-
getting that 1,000 gamer score, bro.
Mm.
I'm a completionist now. Not way back then, but I am now like 100% if
Oh,
I
but
can.
you didn't experience the game. You didn't know. Clearly he did because he's gotten all the fucking achievements.
I tried New Game Plus. I just quit after that.
Mm.
I don't know what they're on about. Why it gets better. Like I just felt the same.
It's the same game, just in New Game Plus.
The same game. You can make different choices with the same outcome. Again, literally, you can make two different choices and the outcome's the same.
Mm.
People say Bethesda's king of RPGs. No, they're not.
No.
Cyberpunk had better RPG elements.
Well, Fable did as well.
Fable did.
Like, I
Valve
know
like it does.
previous game didn't affect the next game, but at the end of, especially at least with Fable 3, you had different multiple endings. Like, you literally have different endings based on how you played and your choices you made.
Mass Effect's the same, I think.
No, it was all the 3 different endings at the very end of the game.
No,
Well-
but through the actual games, you could choose different things, like different outcomes. And
Yeah, but at the very end of the game, it's still the same 3
Yeah.
choices. It's so stupid, though.
So
You could be a literal.
Starfield.
I know, it's like you could be a literal cunt for the whole game, And then at the end, you can choose to be like the God sent savior and just be like, "Oh, I'm good," and then apparently you're redeemed, or be like good through the whole game and just be like, "Oh, I'm a cunt now." Like,
I'm gonna find it funny because
but I mean, that's the same thing. That was kind of the same thing with like Cyberpunk, to be honest. Like their narrative
you
through
just
was
keep
great.
redoing the ending on different
But
parts
the end,
because it just put you
I'm
back at the
just,
fucking start of the last
I'm
mission.
just gonna choose to like kill myself now because I'm done. I've done all this stuff and I'm done with. I'm just gonna take a pill and I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, what is that? What is that an option to choose to kill yourself? Because and
But
there's
yet you
nothing.
do that, but you still got him at the end because he came back.
Like,
Well, I guess you got rid of him, but he was still there afterwards.
yeah, like it's so dumb. This ending.
Because it's kind of a, what is it? It's kind of like a fake thing. Like he fake died. Like he fake went away.
Yeah.
He just kind of vanished, and then he's just like, "I'm gonna come back." Like you can't get him out of the brain. They've already said that in the fucking game.
Yeah.
The only way to kill him is to kill V.
Mm-hmm.
If V doesn't die, he doesn't die. If V dies, he dies. I'm so pissed about Cyberpunk's ending.
But
to be
like,
fair,
the game is a really good game though. So
I'm keen for the next one, Cyberpunk 2, whenever that comes out. Another 10 years.
Don't even get me triggered with the people calling Phantom Liberty Cyberpunk 2.
Well, it is technically.
Cyberpunk 1.5.
Or 2. They already had the 2.0 update, so.
It's just that's 2.0. Don't even you get me started, Jim. I know you're doing it. I know you're doing it. Fuck you! I'm done with this fucking shit.
No, but I do want to play Phantom Liberty. It looks fucking good.
Yeah.
I want to play the PS5 version of Cyberpunk in general with all the updates.
That's it.
That won't crash on me every like 30 minutes. I was still pissed by that. Like I got in the car, driving the next mission, crash. Things were bugged. The whole game is bugged. I was grinding one thing for like hours.
I remember
Because it was bugged. I'm like,
I got it on PC, so I could play that next version.
it might be like Alan Wake 2 to be fair.
Won't fucking do anything now because
You can probably lower the graphics on that and play fine though, to be fair. I know Alan Wake 2 you can't. You fucking lowered that and it's still fucking breaking.
I need a new graphics card.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not touching Alan Wake because I'm not buying on PC.
So for a low price of $1,
run low, but I'm not gonna do it.
you can help me get a new graphics card.
Right?
Fucking
Got a red bubble.
sub goal. Oh, sub goal. Help me buy a new
Graphic card. $400. Get it. While it's hot. You know, we're any good for that. Fucking Boxing Day, bro.
They're pretty cheap though, so it's not bad still.
Yeah.
So these ones that are cheap that do work on my computer, so that's the main thing.
I'm paranoid. To take out that graphics card and put a new one in, I'm just paranoid.
Paranoid?
Gonna break something. Like
Just
something won't
pops
load
out,
up and
it'll just pop
no,
out.
not physically, just like in the actual something's gonna go wrong.
I feel like it's just gonna not work properly.
Yeah, like it's just gonna.
It's so simple. Like
Firmware
it just
or
literally just plugs in and that's it.
I mean, not really. Not when you go from Nvidia to AMD, you gotta like rework some stuff.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Because I have an Nvidia. I'm gonna go AMD next.
It's all the drivers. You gotta kind of
Get new drivers for get all the AMD stuff. Delete all the Nvidia stuff. Change over the BIOS to if it's anything in there you're gonna tinker with. All the fun stuff. I'm not keen. My brother can do it though because he set my PC up so he knows what he's doing.
Stick with fucking. Hang on with Was it GeForce Nvidia?
Yeah, fuck Nvidia.
So I'll stick with it.
They cost more for less performance. Unless you got ray tracing, they got a 40 odd card, which they're fucking in the thousands. But like, if you just buy a fucking AMD, it's cheaper.
fucking RTX body 3060 for fucking 400. Not bad.
Maybe it's not one of them. Hey,
They're not bad, some of them. So
nah, 3060 is pretty fucking good. You can play Alan Wake on high, I think, with that.
yeah.
Maybe Ultra. No, without ray tracing Ultra, I think. Or path tracing.
I don't need ray tracing anyway.
Ray tracing is good though. I like it. I'm so used to ray tracing now, especially with Insomniac's games on PS5. Like Spider-Man looks so good with ray tracing. I think Ratchet and Clank had it.
Yeah.
Like their metal surfaces for.
Yeah, there wasn't too much. It didn't feel like too much difference in Miles Morales. Like some things shined up a little bit better, but
no, but like Spider-Man remastered, fucking big difference.
That's got a big difference for sure.
I have ray tracing right here. Or is that path tracing?
Reflection.
No, there's ray tracing and path tracing. Path tracing's better than ray tracing. I don't know what the fucking difference is really. I haven't looked into it. I just know path tracing is superior. But it costs a bit more. Like Alan Wake has path tracing.
A reflection of paths, and one's a reflection of rays.
Yeah, I don't know. Something like that.
One's rays are traced, the other one paths are traced. I would rather follow a path drawn than a ray that's been drawn.
Speaking of Ray, you know from I've said this earlier, but Legend of Tomorrow, you know Ray, the Atom. I realized where I noticed him from. He played Superman in Superman Returns.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck, he looked familiar, but now he's a lot older. Over a decade later.
The goober.
Like, it's fucking Superman.
It's funny, okay, because I know you haven't seen it. Slight spoiler, but in that whole Crisis event thing, you know, I don't know if it's Crisis, but one of those multiverse episode specials.
There's one in each fucking show.
There is a cameo of him as Superman. And it's weird because they get confused because they acknowledge because the Atom looks like him.
But why didn't he play Superman? Why was it fucking like he?
I can't remember which one it was, but it was hilarious because they acknowledged that he looks like the Atom. They acknowledge
and
it.
Vice versa.
Yeah, they acknowledge it. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, but
I gotta find it. I can't remember what it was. I remember seeing it though.
Why didn't he continue with Superman? Like he could still do it. He could have still did it over. He looks more Superman than fucking Henry Cavill did. He looks more Clark Kent too. I just think like kind of my Superman Returns because I haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah, because I do remember vaguely something like that happening. It was funny because they acknowledged
2006. So I'm like, he looks familiar. Like, I just had to Google it. I'm like, yep, Superman. It's weird.
Yeah, there it is. Kingdom Superman meets the Atom. If that's what I'm thinking is, and it's the one that looks
Kingdom Superman. What the fuck? Kingdom Superman. DC, not Kingdom Superman. DC.
Yeah. It was that. Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see it. Legends universe.
Yeah, it's like literally him playing both roles.
He's choking himself.
Oh, like that. That is the one thing, like acknowledging the multiverse. Like that's acknowledging the multiverse. Where's Marvel doing that? Like, why haven't we seen? Like, we saw Captain America time travel meet other Captain America, but like, I don't
get why they didn't just use him as all Supermans the last like 20 years.
Like, I want to see Captain America, Chris Evans meet Chris Evans, bloody Human Torch. Like, you know, Marvel wouldn't do it. Marvel won't do it. They're scared.
Because they could have put Henry Cavill in there as well if they really wanted to. But they chose him for a reason.
Like, why? Like, that's the one thing I wanted to see out of most things. Like, I know we had cameos for stuff in Marvel, but I want...
DC does it better.
That's what I'm saying. I know Marvel won't touch it. Marvel won't do it. They don't like doing these things, but DC does. I would love to see it, have Chris Evans come back somewhere in the multiverse as the Human Torch and have one of the current Marvel characters, because they know what Captain America looks like, be like, wait a second, but I know Marvel won't do it. But I would fucking love if one of them, like
Marvel
Thor,
would if they weren't under fucking Disney.
you know, if Thor or someone like that,
Fox
or
would
like,
definitely have done it.
you know, Doctor Strange or someone like was like saw the Human
Because
Torch
Fox owned Fantastic
and was
Four.
like to the Human Torch, like, wait a second, you look like Steve Rogers, and be like, who's that? You know, but they won't do that joke. The
That'd be
best
Marvel
joke,
wouldn't have. Fox would have.
the best joke they did, like the best joke they did was have Captain America versus Captain America. That's the best joke they did, and be like, man, I got a good ass, kind of thing, you know, like that's all they did.
That's weird. But yeah,
But anyway,
like he could still do Superman.
yeah.
He should have been the last 20 years as Superman.
Mm.
It's just they got Henry Cavill because he was big at the time.
Mm.
But
Tom Welling
he
was
looks
one of them,
way
yeah.
more like Superman does.
Mm.
And he's still, well, he's pretty old now, like near 50.
But I mean,
like,
he ended up doing the Atom instead, so.
yeah, only for brief roles.
But
Like for a few episodes here and there. Like he's not in the Flash much or Arrow much. He's like
No.
2 or 3 episodes in the whole thing.
but the Legend's part of the whole timeline.
Yeah, Legends. He's a legend. So
It's that's why, because that's part of the main timeline, which Flash and all that are those characters in that main
but
timeline.
technically, he still could be Superman in that.
But that's why they made the joke that his Superman still exists. Like that's why they made that joke to him. But like I like how they acknowledge it, because then there's a scene when they look at the photo frames and they see his face, and he's like, "Wait, why am I on that frame?" It's like, and then they go through, and then I think he walks in, he's like, "I'm super," you know, kind of joke gag. I was like, that's hilarious. Like they do, DC do decent fan service, mind you. Like they do actual decent fan. Like I find that's what I find with
Yeah,
the
they
difference
fucking
between,
brought back Keaton. They brought back George Clooney.
Like,
they fucking.
That's what I feel. To me, how I feel is DC do fan service for fan service, not for a money cash grab, while Marvel does fan service for money cash grab.
To be fair, everything DC does is fan service, really.
Yeah, but I feel like
They don't do
Marvel,
it not just for the sake of it.
that's what I'm saying. But I feel like Marvel or Disney does it to make the money. They
Like
do it
the
to try and
Legends
make
is
the money.
literally characters people wanted, but they couldn't give them their own show.
Like say having Tom Welling come back and then having him, you know, play Superman instead of the Atom.
I mean, technically that's just like Arrow and Flash. That's not to do with Legends, but like the Legends is literally like stuff like the Atom have his own.
Yeah, but that's the CW universe. All that's part of the CW universe. Like that's where
Flash, Arrow, and that are all in
Legends, Batgirl or Batwoman was it, and then Supergirl. They're all part of the
Supergirl's
CW.
in there, yeah.
They're all part of the CW universe.
Which I think that's the best ever fucking universe.
So,
like,
and that's it. They have so much fun. They play
going
around
so smoothly. Like nothing's fucked up in there. Everything makes sense. We look at Marvel, like 2 shows
because it was CW as well. There's a CW
different.
because it's the CW too. There's Constantine, and there's a joke
he's
within
in
that.
Legends.
And I don't remember if you've seen it, but there was that because it was part of CW. The Lucifer, there was a Lucifer reference because he was part of the CW as well. When it was made, it was
before it got cancelled.
yeah. Before, and then before was it Netflix or whoever was picked up. So when it was under the CW, they made joke because it's their branded franchise. Constantine went and saw Lucifer to get thingy.
He may have been in there though. I'm like, fuck me, because I watched all Lucifer.
Yeah, there's a thing in because it was Constantine meets Lucifer.
I still think Constantine should have been Keanu Reeves.
But I mean, that's TV show and that's movies.
That's the same as Superman.
Huh?
That's the same as Superman.
They worked around slightly because they made him, of course, the Dark Kingdom Superman instead, which isn't the same as the Superman's Return Superman.
They can do with Constantine, do the thing like that. But
Keanu Reeves doesn't really do TV shows. He only does movies.
Meets Lucifer.
Yeah, there's a scene for it.
Is that the same dude? I think it is.
It is. It actually is. That's what I'm saying. It's the CW. So technically, the Lucifer TV series is in that CW Arrow universe. Arrow universe.
Didn't last very long.
It was a joke, but like technically he is part of that universe.
Yeah, because it only lasted like 2 or 3 seasons before it got over to Netflix. And they finished it off.
Yeah, it went for a good run. But it was just
Not
part
really.
of it. Huh? What do you mean?
Netflix made it way better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It went for a good run. It was good.
Yeah, but then Netflix made it way better.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the same.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Legends, so I didn't have any idea. But
yeah,
yeah, that Lucifer. I even got the dude from fucking Flash.
yeah. What's
The
his
big
name?
buff dude.
Yeah, but yeah, they go meet Lucifer, and I was like, that's fucking hilarious. That's a cool little like fun gag joke.
Yeah, because I found out that Constantine, he's a regular in Legends now. I'm
Yeah.
like
It's
he
that
has
part.
60 episodes. I'm
It's
like,
that part that
whew.
picks up, and he's in there a fair chunk. Yeah,
Yeah, from the mid to the end. Like,
because he's not. He doesn't have his own show as a series, if I remember.
nah.
He's just a character that's in the show, so like he
Mm,
bounces around the universe.
yeah, same as every other one, really. Like, everyone's always bouncing around. Don't know, just they do things way better, like stuff like
Mm.
that. That's why I'm sad it got cancelled because of the merger. Like,
Yeah, no, that's it.
it,
That's
sh-
what really fucked everything up.
it could have still been happening. Just expanding because Arrow
Yeah.
ended naturally.
Yeah,
They could have added Supergirl was still going. The Flash was, I think it was going to end anyway. I think because that wrapped up nicely.
yeah. Arrow was that 9 seasons. I
Like the
think that
Legends were
was.
still going. They were the fucking up here.
Yeah,
when they
Legends got
cancelled.
cut. Doom Patrol got canned.
Yeah, that would have fed in too at some point.
Like that's the thing. Like Doom Patrol was still on its legs. It had a couple more seasons. Like Legends
I
of
watched all
Tomorrow.
4 seasons. That was fucking good.
That clearly was gonna go. Like I haven't watched it, but it clearly looked like it could have gone for like 7 or 8 seasons. You know what I mean?
10.
Even 10. Same as like
Like-
Legends of Tomorrow. How many did that go? 7.
That's what I mean.
6 or
Like, yeah,
7?
Legends has
Like that.
7.
That
Yeah, but that
still
could have
felt
went,
like, from what I've heard of it, could go to like 10 or more.
Or
Like
or even a Supernatural like 15 or something.
Yeah.
Like
it's
as long as
crazy.
they kept bringing in new things and
Like I said, Arrow went for 9. Like Flash
8,
went for
9, yeah. 8,
Arrow
I
went for
think,
9. Flash went for 8. I think it was, or 9 itself.
Supergirl's at 7. I think.
Has Flash actually ended, or are they still going?
Yeah, Flash was ended.
It has.
Flash has the
ended?
fucking box set already out in that.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's like the complete. Like that's okay.
yeah, Flash actually ended.
Mhm.
I think it's just Legend that got
Okay,
cancelled.
good. I will actually go
Legends,
back and finish watching that.
Doom Patrol.
So I think we got to season 5 or 6 on Flash.
I'm still
Or did we
iffy on
find-
that fucking Barry though. He looks weird for fucking Barry. I
Grant
do
Gustin.
like the Ezra one better.
Oh, see, I like Grant Gustin. He was good. Once you start, because you haven't watched Flash, have you?
No, but he's in fucking Legends a lot.
Yeah, no. Once you actually start watching him and seeing the growth with
Hmm.
him, you'll start to feel the character more.
Next, he just popped into that crossing and just I'm like,
because
"Huh."
he's that's an established version of him, so that's why it can feel weird. But if you watch the evolution with him, it grows on you, and it's kind of cool because that was like that. Like, it's cool seeing his development and coming of understanding and the shit he goes through.
I kind of wish that Constantine got his own show now
Hmm.
because he's a good character.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a dick, but
There's a Bob on the ground. Hello, Bob.
It's fucking Constantine. Like
Run,
he's
Bob, run.
he's-
You're a big Bob.
he's-
You're actually a big, thick, fat Bob. Holy shit.
He do be a dick. Like
Hello, Cocky. He's a fat cockroach. Like, not just like. He's a chunky boy. I've never actually seen a chunky boy roach before.
yeah, they get pretty big.
Like, no, like, not like he's big, but like he's like a
Hmm.
fat boy. Like, he's actually fat. Not. Because you know, roaches are kind of thin though. Like, they get big, but like they're thin.
Yeah.
Like, he's looking fat. Like, he's a fat boy. He spoils himself eating those bugs.
Right? Well, you just figure to live in the house, does he? Just chills.
Most probably. There's so many different Bobs that come and go.
So many.
Call them Bobs.
Oh, whoops.
But anyway, yeah.
How the fuck talk about CW?
Oh, we can talk about all kinds of shit. Who gets to it?
Yeah, but like,
Do you know how hard it is for me to list the episodes when I've got to try and go back, skip through segments to try and find different segments to then remember what we're talking
Yeah.
about. To be like, okay, in this episode we talked about this, and this. Because we
Yeah,
talk
'cause
about
it's all
so much different shit. It's just like,
yeah, I know.
thank God we didn't talk about geography again this episode.
Oh, geography. Yeah. There's always
Not
another
doing
one.
that. Not doing that because I think we should start wrapping it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, we could go geography at that
It's
point.
another
if we did
2-hour
that.
episode. I have no problem with that, but it's just another 2-hour episode.
Oh, excuse me. But on that one, I'm
I'll
going to
finish my
flash on
drink.
out of here.
You're gonna flash on out of here.
That sounded weird. I'm gonna flash on out of here. Like I'm gonna
Get up
I'm
and
gonna-
just
flash out of here. Like, bro.
flash everyone. You can do a fucking Eric Andre and slash your dick everywhere.
No, but what's that? It's so weird. Like the flash is just fast. That's all he is. But like he just flashes out of there. Like he just yeets out of there.
Geeks out of there. Zooms. He zooms.
He zooms out. I'm gonna make like the flash and zoom out of here. Like
Yes.
flash out of here.
Quickster.
Speedster.
Speedster. Quickster.
Speedster. Speedsters can time travel because they can move fast enough. They just
Mm.
found that out from a speedster, from a bad dude. He zips around someone and then he can fucking teleport him. Like, what the fuck?
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. I think he's in there from another show, but like he was hell bent. But I'm gonna stop with all that. Thank you, Beardies and Beardettes, before taking any more of your precious time for joining us. Episode 3.
Episode 3.
3.
Fucking wunderbar.
Wunderbar. As always, appreciate you
Mega bonus.
watching, listening. Hey, if you have any feedback, put it down for anything. Like if you want more of it, less of it, we're open for ideas. But as always, bid you farewell. We've been Dale and Jim. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye bye.
Peace.
And nuggets.
Chips and nuggets. Piece of nuggets.
Piece of nuggets. What do you want with that? Piece of nuggets. Piece of nugget?
Piece of nugget.
Dino nuggies, bro. I got some dino nuggies. Ooh. Dino nuggies. I want to watch that fucking Superman scene where he chokes himself.